Hey,
Hello, everybody. Hello. Come on in. Come on in. Come chill out. Come, come on in. Come on in, everybody. We're just chilling out with a crew in the schoolyard, finding trouble and never looking too hard. Come on in. Heyo. Hello. Orcs are the greatest. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the scroll throne. Hey, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Hope my day is going great. It's okay. I got the video done. It just needs to be looked over by Phoenix before I post her. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Quick, someone run in and boop him. No. So, there's been a bit of an update. I'm no longer allowing randos into call with us anymore. Last stream, we had someone say some not some good shit, and it made one of my fellow creators very uncomfortable. So now I have instituted a new rule. Only mods, admins, fellow creators, and people I personally vet are allowed into the call. So yeah, extremely laggy and there was no point. So today we're just chilling out, probably building some sisters, and going from there. As I answer your deepest questions about them, they're okay. Nothing to write home about. Listen, they're a solid brick, both personality-wise and strategy-wise. Like, if you like solid bricks, you know what? Fair game. Fair game if you like solid bricks. And not like the kind of brick in, like, a card game where, you have a bad hand. I mean, like, they have the personality of a brick. But they're consistent, they're loyal, and they have, like, some of the more interesting sub-chapters out there, like the Crimson Fists. How deep is the deepest part of space? Very deep. So deep we can't even comprehend it. Yes, the worst part about building Sisters of Battle. Trying to find where to start. Favorite creator right now? For Warhammer, my favorite creator is Arbiter Ian. I just like his delivery style. I like the way he does it. Say hello to my brother, everybody. If you're wondering what armies he plays Grey Knights, Eldar, and Tau Empire.
In 40k.
Yep, in 30k, he's an Alpha Legionnaire. All clones in 40k are considered inferior to their original version.
It's just a downgrade copy. It's missing a couple parts. What are you working on?
Sisters.
Oh, you're building more sisters.
Yep. Hey, good to see you. Hope today you're feeling good. I'm feeling better than how I was. Can you check this man announce? Can you fact check this man announcer of games? You guys need to fucking stop. So the clone of Horus wasn't strong. Let's just put it this way.
It's still stronger than a basic Marine.
It's still stronger than a basic Marine, but Abaddon also had main character syndrome, so...
He's got plot armor.
Yeah.
Horus clearly doesn't, because he died.
People are saying hi to you, by the way, bro.
I saw that, Aramis.
Yeah. And Nethercat.
And Nethercat.
Yeah. Who do you think will be the next Primarch to return? It'll most likely be Leman Russ. I'm gonna have to keep answering this question forever, aren't I?
Yeah, you're gonna keep answering until it happens, but Games Workshop won't let it happen till maybe next year.
Maybe, but
because the Space Wolves haven't gotten their codex yet, have they?
They have not. Blood Angels got their codex. Are getting their codex, I think, this month.
Yeah, I think they're getting theirs right away. Space Wolves, I think they're getting theirs in the new year, and I think that's when they'll get their codex, because the White Scars are still part of the supplement of the Space Marine codex, so they won't get Jagatai yet.
Yeah, they won't get Jagatai for like a long time, but the next Primarch, we do know that he's coming is Fulgrim. We do know
Fulgrim's gonna come first.
Yay! Another Chaos army to start.
No.
Yes.
You keep that heresy demonic shit out of here.
No, I want more.
Not until my Grey Knights can actually deal with it.
No, I need more heresy in my life. More of it.
No.
Good shit.
You don't need chaos in your life. It's already chaotic enough.
Fuck you. I decide what's chaotic and what's not. Where's 91? Oh, there it is. My beautiful wings. Built Sisters once was so bad I will never do it again. Oh. Sup, more heresy is the best. It is. Though, Victoria would not agree. She is... Well, actually, no. She will agree because it's Emperor's Children, but she plays Sisters of Battle and Dark Angels, so... And then after the video I released about the Emperor's Children fucking over the Salamanders, I don't think Hoodguard would want to see them either. Ref. Horus or Sanguinius? Checking their opponent in front of Sanguinius.
A little bit more fair. He'll go with both sides.
I think the problem came down
to society later.
Sounds like excuses.
Sounds like excuses. Who's my favorite Chaos Warband? Ooh.
I thought that was Thousand Suns for you.
Oh, it is Thousand Suns, yeah. Thousand Suns are my favorite. Second favorite is Brain. Help.
Brain work. Why?
My second favorite is the Black Legion, and my third favorite will be going to the Iron Warriors.
One debt to society later.
And then my fourth varies between Emperor's Children, Night Lords, and World Eaters.
You're just a chaos slut.
One debt to society
You're
later.
darn straight I am.
I feel like I'm pretty straight.
One debt to society later.
Should I build that drop pod?
Probably a good idea.
When's that tournament again?
The 9th.
The 9th.
One debt to society later.
Oh,
That's
you mean Troy's
next
tournament?
weekend. Yeah, that's next weekend, isn't it?
That might get foobarred.
Oh, already?
One debt to society later.
Yeah, personal stuff. It wasn't good.
Like Troy's personal stuff or the store's
Stuff
personal stuff?
stuff involving me and Troy. It's too complicated to talk about on stream.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I'll just text you it.
Yeah, well, you don't have to text it during stream. You can.
All right, that's sent off. Is there pets in 40K like doggos and kitties as we know them? Yes. They do have dogs and they do have cats. And before you ask, no, even they are not safe from the grim darkness of the far future. Y'all play in larger events or just local RTT locals? Apparently now it's a goal of my Discord server to get me to the Las Vegas Open. So
Really?
now,
Is that like. I would technically say go for next year, 2026. That way you'd be able to actually save up enough money to like
Yeah.
actually afford shit.
yeah, and like I said, if I'm going, I'm bringing you with me.
I guess I'd have to. Yeah, if that would probably be better because next year, starting in September, I'm starting my crane operating ticket for apprenticeship.
Nice job.
Yeah, so
Yes, and in some boxes you actually can get those pets. I believe it is the boarding squad for the Inquisition that has a Rottweiler in it.
you can get the what's it called? There's 2 starter boxes. They have 2 different starter boxes, and both of them get that.
I'm just trying to find the right squad there. It's the Rogue Trader Entourage that has it.
Yeah.
So if you want a doggo, just buy the Rogue Trader Entourage. You got like a cute little cyborg dog. Oh, it's not even a cyborg. It's just a full Rottweiler. That's great. I love that. Oh, and the upcoming kill team, which is Ratlings, has their own like little bulldog. It's cute. For IVO is weird. It's so big. I highly suggest go to 100-person. I have not been to any big tournaments. I have not been able to leave my hometown in a long time. I've only been able to play in locals.
If you can find something in like Edmonton, maybe.
Edmonton or Calgary.
Yeah, because well, Calgary. Since I was just there last week driving for work, I'm so glad we don't live in massive cities like that. Holy crap!
No, it's How you doing today,
What-
boss? Do you think we'll see the Dark King in 40K? No, you are never going to see the Dark King.
The Dark King.
The Dark King is basically the Chaos God's final joke on the Emperor. It basically end of Horus Heresy, with how the Emperor did things during the Great Crusade. It made everyone see him as a god of pointless destruction. and the Chaos Gods are laughing at him. And they tried to make him ascend at the end of the Horus Heresy, but it didn't work. But the second that he dies, he becomes the Dark King.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see a Dark King then, because if him being a skeleton on the throne hasn't already made him one, then I don't think we're getting that. Can't get any more of those either. Man. Do I have to wait? Fuck.
How does Scabbard go on? Oh. Like that? What the fuck? I thought their Big E was supposed to turn into a Star Child and do the big reset. Nope. That's been changed. Now if he dies, there's a giant portal that opens up on Terra, making a new Eye of Terror. And the Emperor ascends to godhood as the Dark King, god of mindless and wanton destruction.
Unintentional.
Lesson to everybody, don't steal power from the gods. You know what, fuck it. Who the hell keeps a hilt in the middle of battle anyway? Well, a scabbard. Whatever the fuck it's called.
Scabbard?
It's where, like, you hold the weapon. It's like, it stores your weapon.
Your scabbard on your hilt?
Yeah. The fuck carries us in the battles anyway, fuck it.
Well, I wouldn't want to fuck that. It seems a little uncomfortable. Yeah, it's a hole, but that doesn't seem right. Just... So,
nice.
Is it eternal with the orc question?
Which one?
Prime orcs to regular orcs. I think prime orcs are just...
Where's
He's
this
asking
question?
the difference.
Apology, this is a dumb question, boss, but how different are prime orcs to regular orcs? Oh, you mean Krork. Very different. They were much more intelligent. Oh no, where'd that go? Where'd that go? There it is. Like, if you thought orcs in 40k were scary, Krorks were infinitely more scary.
One debt to society later.
I went to where the castigator... I went to where the castigator went on your throne. What? Thank you very much. Thank God you're streaming. I finally have something to listen to for a couple of hours while on this 24-hour watch. Oh, shit.
24-hour... Oh, you're like night shift?
Graham
What?
Brown, thanks for becoming a member. Apparently someone's on a night shift.
Well, no, that's not 24 hours. That's a whole day.
I know.
So military? Are you working at a black company right now? Because I don't think 24 hours is legal.
I thought the Primarchs were the 6 big-ass orcs that made up the beast.
Sounds like
I love orcs, but War of the Beast was a nightmare to get through.
the orcs in the Farsight book are better.
Oh yeah, because that's just modern day orcs.
They're so fucking great.
They're so stupid and we love them.
Did you listen to the audiobook of the Farsight book?
No, not yet.
The voice actors portrayed the orcs perfectly in that. It was fantastic.
Oh, it's fun just being stupid. It's great. Doing normal jobs because Big E thought it would be a good experience at Angron just to retail and what? Imagine if all the Primarchs were in a sitcom, like all they live in one big house and they're paying. Oh my god, some sick, like the Emperor and like the full palace. Fucking Gilliman comes into the kitchen where Big E's like making dinner, and it's like, Father, Lorgar's praying in my bedroom again. What the fuck? Insert laugh track.
Instruction sheet there for the drop pod.
Nice.
Yeah. It sucks that it doesn't come with any like Alpha Legion decals.
No,
It's
you have to buy those yourself.
like the transfer sheets.
The transfer sheets, and there are Alpha Legion emblems that you can put on doors and stuff.
Yeah, like I know you can get Rhino specific ones.
Hey, announcer, I love you, bro. You make awesome content, and I love how informative it is. Thank you. I had a... Oh, Aldol.
He's so nice. Why is he here?
Hi, how is everyone? We're doing okay, Owl Arts. My god, I can't speak English!
No one can.
Warhammer in general would be improved if it had a laugh track!
Personal laugh tracks.
No, what's really cool is that in the book leading up to Ragnar Blackmane versus Ghazghkull, they actually have like a rock and roll soundtrack in the back for a goth weird boy who's announcing Ghazghkull.
That's that's something. That's for sure.
You can just shorten it to Owl. That's fair. There are people vetted by me. Oh, T-Com. Yeah, I can let him in. I vet him.
I can smell you.
Hey, T-Com.
No, you can't let him in now. He can smell you.
You were just sitting there in the regular VC, so I was wondering what was going on.
Oh, I mean, I can't see this one.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
But now you know it exists.
I get that.
Yeah.
I meant you. I was surprised that you were just sitting in here.
Oh, because this is the new VC chat, because I don't want randos just coming in anymore. Because someone came in.
The other one was locked still. But how would someone have gotten in if it was?
The last I'm not streaming with randoms anymore.
Oh.
I've gotten too big for that apparently, and just last stream someone was being rather not okay, and he was drunk during it, and I can get in a lot of shit for that. So
Yeah, Twitch is weird on what the things they will and won't allow.
listen,
They allow drunk hot tub streams, but they don't allow
VTubers with thick thighs.
Yes. I watch Project Melody. I have no shame.
You watched the original porn star VTuber? That's what she started in,
Yeah.
and we all know that.
Oh, we all know that. The thighs, the thighs never lie. The thighs never lie, chat.
They don't. She's also coming out with a game now as well. If you didn't
Yeah.
know,
I think it's a porn game. I bet.
it is 100%. It is.
We here at Announcer of Games, though we support indie developers, if you are underage, don't buy that game.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah,
else,
no,
though, who's a sloppy person, go nuts. You're an adult. I can't control you.
Think. You can play the game, rate it, and say if it's good or bad. So that means you need to get it.
No.
Do a game review on it.
A game review channel on just porn.
Porn games and post it all on Pornhub.
Yeah.
God, no. I already disappointed our family. I don't need to do that.
I wouldn't say you disappointed the family.
Man, son, where did you get all that money from that could pay for this new couch? Internet.
Okay, just because it came from something called the casting doesn't mean shit. If anyone got that reference, then
Yeah,
good on you, but degenerate fucker.
Yeah. Is your new couch black and leather?
You got it, you're a degenerate.
There's just a mole sitting on there with 4 anonymous people with money out.
Oh. Oh god. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
All right. Welcome to my life.
Teenage robot life?
I am not a teenage robot, sadly, nor am I a teenager.
And
Although being a robot would be cool.
yeah, it would.
I am. Why do you ask? I'm proud to be one, good sir. Do you prefer watching you on YouTube or Twitch? While I'm streaming, either or. I prefer everyone to be on YouTube though, because YouTube is where I make the money.
I do both. Like, even just being in here chatting, I have them both playing in the background.
That's fair.
Because eventually you would start making money from Twitch as well.
I genuinely just haven't had time to fully browse. Have you done a video on the Leagues of Votann? I have. Check the factions playlist on my TikTok.
That's how small their army is. They don't get a video, they get a TikTok.
Well, all the fluff stuff is on TikTok, while all the game stuff is on YouTube and everything. Because YouTube, I can actually take the time to show people everything with the game and break it down for them. While with fluff, all I need is like a few images and just chatting about it. So I use the fluff TikTok to help boost up Twitch and YouTube. Hey man, is there any awesome spots to start learning tabletop rules? Yes!
Boss
My-
channel.
My channel. I have made plenty of guides on how to play modern 40k, along with Horus Heresy now. And if you want to play the tabletop game itself, usually you'll have to go down to your local club or get a 40 by 60 table.
So technically, your best bet is just to get yourself a full sheet of plywood and then build a table out of that. You can sit there and purchase play mats for the sizes of the games you want to do. Because the Horus Heresy size table is larger than the 40k size table.
Yeah. What do you mean by
So-
modern 40k? So right now there are technically there are like a few games of Warhammer, but the two main ones are Warhammer 40k and Age of Darkness Horus Heresy, which we just shortened down to Horus Heresy. 40k is where you'll find like the Primaris Marines, the Orcs, the Eldar, all that kind of stuff. They are much smaller games. These are like battalions and companies going to battle. Or like a strike force. So like much, much smaller games. Then Horus Heresy is where, nah, blood, this is Legion warfare. This is like a whole chapter of Marines going to war. Against other
another
Marines.
whole chapter Marines.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just Avengers Civil War versus just regular Avenger movies.
Yeah. Like, let's put it this way. In 40k, you usually have like 40 or 50 Marines on a table. in Horus Heresy, you could have double that, if not more. Like our last game had a couple of hundred above 50 Marines, right?
You and me?
Yeah.
We had about 50.
Fight.
I want Battlefleet Gothic to come back, please.
You'll never get
That's probably-
Battlefleet Gothic. You're trapped forever.
I'm never getting it back, and I was one of the few people who actually played it.
Is 30k the furthest back the books go? Are there 20k stories? Horus Heresy is the farthest you're ever going to go back in Warhammer.
Because that's where the plot really starts.
Yeah.
No, there's one book that's for the Unification Wars.
They meant like gameplay wise.
Oh, gameplay wise, yeah, no.
Yeah, like you can probably find some stories for like the past when the Emperor was before the Emperor. But
where is 40k at currently? Just where 40k is at currently, I believe. I saw some big Halo fans in your comments, boss. Yeah, I also talked about Halo for a bit. Because, like, I talk about stuff that I'm comfortable talking about. And Halo is one of those series that I'm very comfortable with. I like Halo.
Out of the two universes, I choose Halo. Because at least that way, I know my own people won't kill me immediately if I see them.
Well, you can't forget Oni, sir.
Yeah, but they won't kill you like the Inquisition. Well, not if
Oni
you...
is just as fucked up as the Inquisition in 40k.
Well, here's the thing, though. Oni, if you see them, they won't kill you because all they know is that you're just an Oni agent. They don't know what you're doing. But if they
stop asking the Flood versus Tyranid question. Stop! I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this question. I've answered it a million times. I'm done with it. No more. Stop.
Out of everything, the only things I think that would beat the Flood out of the 40k universe would be the demons.
Yep, because they don't have a physical form.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know the YouTube. Yeah, no one does, because TikTok doesn't like showing me. And all of your attention spans are fucked, thanks to TikTok. Actually, let's look.
Span is ruined because of TBIs.
Let's take a quick look at my video from yesterday. 16.2k. If we had all 16.2k views on that video where I'm talking about, like, guys, I would need your support and help, go over to YouTube, I would not be where I am right now. But, not even a percent of that has even, like, flocked over to YouTube. That's how fucked all your attention spans are.
Oh well.
Oh well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Control their life.
Exactly, I can't do anything about it. And hey, the people I am getting, True Bloods. Y'all are the true people. Respect. I would love to see you do a Mega Man video. The problem is that, like, a lot of the Mega Man games have already been talked about, and Battle Network is an RPG, and I love Battle Network, but I have to, like, dedicate a lot of time to playing through an RPG, which, with my small size, I can't do reliably. Do you mind explaining what happens at 10k subs? That will change your situation. Just curious. 10k right now is just a goal. It won't really change anything, but, like, it's a milestone for me personally, where, like, I know that I am succeeding.
It means you're growing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's entirely a
you
milestone.
You were the pamper diapers at that time.
I had to subscribe to your
You're
YouTube. Thank
big
you.
kid now.
Thank you for your videos about the lore you are doing in such an entertaining way. Thank you. I'm also doing it for the games on YouTube. If you want to go sub to that, just sub to YouTube. Now some Harlequin content.
Ha! What a joke.
Yeah, my clown boys.
Announcer,
clown
announcer,
boys.
where's the clowns? Announcer, where's the clown?
They're asking for your library card. Leave me alone.
you have your library card?
Could you imagine whenever the Harlequins like run into the Thousand Suns in like story, they ask each Thousand Sun sorcerer for a library card before they kill them?
Revolting.
It's like, oh, you don't have your library card? Off with your head.
I'm currently working on my
What if they
first model
actually
Society
produce
Rep
one?
Dark Angels. Nice!
It has to be a library card for the Black Library. If they have it, then why does Zeramon not have one?
Because fuck Armin.
How dare you! You leave my poor traumatized boy out of this.
He's not traumatized. He did it himself.
Fuck you!
I'll leave him out of this when he actually learns how to counter Sisters of Silence properly.
That's not fair!
For 10,000 years, that one unit has fucked him.
That's fucked up, man.
What's fucked up is that it's taking him longer than 10,000 years to figure out how to deal with it.
He just avoids them. That's how he deals with it.
That's not dealing with it. Because what happens if he can't avoid
How about I just throw you in radiation? How about you get used to that, huh?
Cool, I'll be like Spider-Man.
That's not... Okay, that was a spider bite. Fuck
A
you.
radioactive spider bite.
This is
I'll
fighting
become
words.
the
Fuck
Hulk.
you guys.
I'll become the Hulk.
That's gamma radiation, too.
Yeah.
Dean Dre Foster, what's up? Not much. Came for Warhammer content, stayed for boss. Aw. I was wondering why Big E didn't pick Lion to be War Master until I got the Set of Angels and realized just how fucking paranoid he was. Yeah, Lionel Johnson back in 30K, the reason why he wasn't chosen is because he's not politically savvy. He's too paranoid, and he's too much of a social outcast. Who the fuck would respect him? Like, if you can't talk to a room of people and bureaucrats, you're not worth a damn. He's a fantastic general, don't get me wrong. But, like, nah, blood. When push comes to shove, he can't do politics.
Yeah, he rivaled Perturabo in paranoia.
But his Legion outmatches their paranoias easily.
I still find it so funny in the Horus Heresy. Dark Angels secure like all these different weapons that were supposed to go to Horus and his troops at Istavan. And the Iron Warriors show up because this is before like they were revealed to be traitors. Perturabo comes on down and he's like, "Hey Lion, I'm on my way to go fight Horus and the traitors. Can you give me all this war material that you've secured?" And Lionel's like, "Yes, I'll give it to you if you help me become War Master after we defeat Horus." And Perturabo's like, "I solemnly swear my support." Oh my god, he plays the Lion for a fucking fool and it's hilarious.
Yeah, you can't accuse Perturabo of not being smart.
Yeah, no, he knew how to play Lion. Do you think Lion sending Zahariel and the others back home is the reason why there was a chaotic split? Yeah, no, it is exactly that reason. There's a lot more reasons that you'll read into. But let's just put it this way. Lionel doesn't understand people, and it's gonna bite him in the ass.
Yeah. Though, not all of the Fallen fell to chaos.
Yep.
Some of them just fucked off and became a farmer.
Or defended
Like,
farmers.
Yeah, they just said, I'm done with this. I don't want to fight anymore.
Fuck you, fuck... Oh, no, my drop pod!
Think I might have to get back into Warhammer 40k proper. First move to Canada or States. Depending on what happens, move to Canada.
Do you live in Australia? Is that why?
What's the chance that Dorn returns, or is it stated that he is dead? We don't actually know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like really up in the air. Like back then we knew he was dead, but then like you know, 40k does what it does best, retcons.
I
And
doubt he's actually dead.
turns out that the hand in the Phalanx, the Imperial Fist Fortress Monastery, isn't his hand. It's some random fuckwad's hand. And Vulcan stated in War of the Beast that he doesn't believe Rogel Dorn's dead. Take that with a pinch of salt, though. Hey, boss, what dead Primarchs do you most want to come back? None of them.
So are we going to kill the Chaos Primarchs then?
Perturabo.
I don't know. Dead. Ferrus, Manus, Sanguinius, Horus, Conrad. I don't want any of them to come back. I want all of them to stay in the fucking ground. I want Sanguinius to stay in that fucking coffin. I want Ferrus Manus to continue to make headless jokes. I want the Night Lords to be the depressed children that like to torture people and hate Dad. I want the Black Legion to never have to worry about Horus ever again.
See, now Dad is doing shit again.
I want Perturabo to get a Demon Primarch model.
We all do, because that would be sick.
It would be. That's the only reason why I want Perturabo
Actually,
to come
so
back.
something that I wanna scream at the top of my lungs, because like the new video will come out next week. But hey guys, gals, non-binary pals, I'm gonna remind all of you, everybody who keeps saying like, oh, GW's only doing this for a quick cash grab. No shit!
That's how business works.
That's how business works! All these books! All of them! Models, everything! Cash grabs! It's a business! Everybody's like, oh, this is a bad thing because it's a quick cash grab. Fuck you! That's like the coldest take anyone can have! Sorry, it's just driving me nuts.
Someone just mentioned something about it being a cash grab.
Oh, I'm doing like a whole video on like Primaris Marines and such, and like the actual community opinion on them, because I got sick of all the stupid rage bait, and like a lot of like the questions, like I asked people like, what's your personal feelings on them, and a lot of people kept saying like, oh, I thought they were like a cash grab. No shit.
Yeah. That's just
Like I don't mean to sound like a dick, but like, yeah, no shit. When they stopped
Remember
doing...
when they...
you
Go
first,
ahead.
bro.
I remember when they first came out with the Primaris, you and me both looked at it and go, shit, there goes our cool normal Marines. Now we have to deal with the super guys.
And then they turned out to just be like an extra wound and extra attack.
Yeah.
When did GW stop making metal models? They're trying to phase them out. Did you feel sorry for Florian in the Dante book? I'm going to be perfectly honest. I have not read the Dante book. Guys, my treasure trove of knowledge for Warhammer is deep, but I have not gotten every fucking book.
I don't think anyone's ever gonna be able to read everything.
Exactly. Have I read Brutal Cunning? I have not. I haven't been able to get any of the modern orc books, which fucking tragic. But if you do want me to get those books, please donate to my chest it on my throne.
Your toilet?
No.
That's
I'm already reading the Eidolon book for everybody, so like that's gonna be fun. And I have to get the Lords of Silence book there, TCOM.
Yeah.
All I feel is pain.
Yeah, I'm sorry that didn't work out.
No, it's fucking stupid ass region locks.
Regions, yeah.
If I installed fucking NordVPN on my phone, then I could probably do it, but like...
Meh.
Hello, AOG. Hello. You should. One of the best books I've ever read in Warhammer aside. Ah, okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Wolf and Boss hasn't realized what has happened yet. So.
What?
Nothing?
You bring it up, and if Wolfen is in the conversation, my brain immediately has to go over.
Nope, nothing.
Too bad. Checking it. Nope. Nothing has moved. Nothing has moved. We're fine. Nothing has moved. How many knights are there about? I know there's like about 1,000 Space Marine chapters. Yeah, that 1,000 Space Marine chapter got thrown out with the start with the Primaris Marines. How many knights are there? Are you talking about like Imperial Knights? Because we don't know how many there are. There's like thousands of them running around. Who's my favorite Primarch? Take a guess.
Red Horn Boy or
Red Horn Boy is my second.
Hers.
No.
Is it the Great Horned Rat?
That's a god, sir. Is
Be a
Bob getting
Primarch
along
if
well
everyone
with his
wanted to.
roommate? If you watch the most recent battle video, you'll see how well they're getting along.
Also, I can't tell you, something has moved on your thread.
Bullshit.
It has.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Wolfen that did it, was it?
It wasn't.
I know about Aramis buying like 2 gift cards for me, which, by the way, Aramis, thank you very much.
Oh, I'm also talking about Aramis.
What just moved then? I just checked.
clearly not hard enough.
God damn it!
What?
TCOM got me an Exorcist.
Yeah.
An exorcist?
The artillery tank for the Sisters of Battle.
Oh.
The organ.
The organ tank. Oh, what's she gluing over there? We're gluing Sisters of Battle. Is Bob be right back in 10 to 15. Okay. But yeah, my favorite Primarch is Roboot Gullyman. I like him. I think he's pretty cool.
Yep. Papa Smurf.
How pedestrian.
My brother's favorite Primarch is Alfarius.
No, it's not.
I
It's
am a
Omega.
forest.
Which
you.
is also Faris.
You did that just to fuck with everybody. Me? Yeah, no, you guys are going to start seeing Bob a lot more in videos.
Bob.
Wait, Bob the plushie? Who the what?
So if you check on the screen there, bro, you'll see a Waddle Dee and a Waddle Doo. The
Yeah.
Waddle Dee, so the one on my right. His name is Bob. And then the Waddle Doo is Phoenix's, and they named that one Jeremy.
Why Jeremy?
Yeah.
As Phoenix put it, he looks like a Jeremy.
He looks like an eyeball with feet.
I don't question my wife, okay? The cool uncle.
Damn right, I'm gonna be the cool uncle.
The cool uncle, that's a bad influence.
No, I'd probably be.
Nah, he's way more disciplined than I am.
You can be disciplined and still be a bad
Oh.
influence.
Listen, out of compare me and my brother, he is the one with more discipline.
As I just said, you can have more discipline and still be a
Mateus
bad
Golek,
influence.
thanks for the sub. Why did Alfarius take the word of the Xenos Enclave? It just didn't make sense to me. Oh, okay. So I'm going to explain, from what I understand, thanks to finally being able to complete the Horus Heresy and getting the Alpha Legion fully down and understood. Alfarius and Omegon were shown the future. They were shown the same future that Horus was shown. The difference was they were showed 2 alternative futures. One where Horus won, one where Horus lost. They were shown Modern 40k, that's the one where if Horus loses. And then they were shown what happens if Horus wins. Alfaris and Omegon were split on the decision.
They were also given context, unlike Horus.
Yeah, they were also given context. So, Alfarius, he was hesitant from what I now understand from reading everything, is that he decided, let's go down the middle. We won't let the Emperor win, but we won't let Horus win either. That was the decision, even though Omegon was fully on board with Horus winning.
Anarchy. Anarchy. Anarchy.
Yeah, it's why Omegon, and then when you read the Alfarius book, and you gotta remember, like, take this with a little grain of salt, because Alpha Legion lies, but the best lie is the one with truth in it. Alfarius and Omegon swapped names in that book, so when you're reading Legion, the one who's referring to himself as Alfarius and the one referring to himself as Omegon swap the names. Those are the two people talking. It's that kind of, like, it fucks with your head. But essentially...
Yeah, so the one that Dorn killed was Omegon at that point.
Yeah. So the idea is that Alfarius wanted a no-winner scenario. He didn't want the Emperor to win, and he didn't want Horus to win. Ironically, it just led to the outcome that the Enclave was trying to stop.
Yeah.
I.e., don't show people the future in 40k, kids! The galaxy doesn't like it. Is this book before Legion or after? Because I read Legion. The Alfarius book takes place before Legion.
Yeah. It takes place across the Great Crusade. From the Unification Wars all the way to the start of the Heresy.
Yeah. I am also reading Knights of Caliban. Nice.
Yeah.
How many Chaos Warbands are there compared to Loyalist chapters that are confirmed canon? Thousands.
Oh, yeah. That's also kind of the point with the Chaos Warbands, is so you can make your own. Go nuts.
Yeah, so whenever someone asks me, like, what's canon in 40k, I have to say everything and nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for, like, such a non-answer, but, like, that's the best I can do.
I mean, that's what GW posted on Twitter, because I refuse to call it X.
We all refuse to call it X. Only the cringiest people call it X.
GW posted everything. GW posted on Twitter, everything is canon, and the memes that post produced, oh my god. Mwah, chef's kiss.
Why are the Angels Vermilion so hated by Dante? Which ones are the Angels Vermilion again? Sorry, I just need to be reminded.
That name sounds really familiar.
Angels Vermilion.
I think they just fucked off and just kind of do their own thing.
Oh wait,
yes, Wolfen. Mole Legion is possible.
Yeah, we're actually talking about it in the mods Discord. Oh wait, are these the guys that? Weird. They want to handle the Red Thirst and the Black Rage on their own, and they want to isolate themselves. And only Dante. Over under for Guilliman to get Terra's bureaucracy straightened out. He's never going to. Yeah, that's the problem he's running into.
It's if you've ever seen the movie Brazil, it's that.
There's a movie called Brazil.
It's basically a bureaucratic nightmare.
Alfarius labeled as book 14. No wonder why I haven't gotten to that yet. Is this fine, or should I have read it already? If you want to read the Alpha Legion and, like, try to understand them as best you can, it's good that you read it as soon as you can, but it's not required.
Yeah.
And the Alfarius book is part of the Primarch series of books. But yeah, we're planning out like a. Hi, Annie. We're planning out something for the fans and the mod chat, so like you too can run. So you can we could have like a fun little faction within 40K. I'm still reading Ruin about the Necrons. Nice.
Yeah.
Next book's on my list is Tales of Heresy by Dan Abnett. Oh boy, that's Tales of Heresy. Fun fact, that's an anthology. It's not just Dan Abnett writing in it. But but it does feature a story by him. Yeah, part of the problem with Horus Heresy was that like a lot of books that came out back to back were anthologies. I'm back. Watched your most recent TikTok video. Nice. Yeah, as I said, you guys will be seeing much more of Bob. On TikTok, at least.
Bob.
Where do I think the Tau storyline is going at the moment? Tau, Horus Heresy, Electric Boogaloo. But instead of Horus, it's Farsight.
Hey, Alex. Did you feed her? Okay.
My brother really needs to, like, get his mic figured out. I didn't know the Night Lords are the reason the Tyranids are here. Yeah!
Yeah.
Ain't that fucked? Will Tabletop ever get Melee Tau? You have Karut. There's your Melee. Unless you want to play Farsight, which in that case, there's your only Melee unit.
Blackberry now, so by the time it's ready, it'll be quarter after 6-ish.
Yeah, I need to tell my brother to fix his mic sensitivity. Wait, really? Yep! If you want to know, go watch my latest TikTok, and then subscribe to my YouTube.
You gotta sort that for him. He's holding on to his gut.
I'm just gonna turn him way the fuck down. People are just hanging out in the VC wanting to join, but I'm like, no, guys. But yeah, no, Tabletop will never get Melee Tau. The only Melee Tau you're going to get is Farsight. If you want Melee in your Tau army, you play Karut and Vespid.
Unfortunately.
By the way, bro, can you fix like the sensitivity on your mic? I can hear mom and dad, and I can hear like dad blowing his nose.
Well, that's an elephant, not a father at that point. So,
what's the difference between Devastators, Annihilators, and Terminators? Ah, fuck. Now you're making me pull out the Space Marine stuff.
The difference between Terminators and what?
Annihilator. I could spell Annihilator.
We're talking about rules or lore?
there.
A Predator Annihilator? That's a tank.
Yeah.
So we have Devastators for Space Marines, who are the heavy weapon squads. So they're the guys like you'll see holding the heavy bolters, the multi-meltas, the las cannons, the grav cannons, all that kind of stuff. Terminators are the heavy tactical dreadnought armor motherfuckers. Those big ass suits of armor that you see with like the giant fists and the twin machine guns. And then you have the Predator Annihilator, which is a tank.
The tank go burr.
Tank go burr.
Hey, go
I
burn.
Hi guys. Hi stream. How's everyone been?
Any tips for starting Unforgiven, brother? Buy the Dark Angels Christmas box when it comes out? Basically, if you're starting Dark Angels, you're just gonna buy regular Space Marines, but you're gonna add in like a mix of Raven Wing and Deathwing. Or lean into one of the either lean into Raven Wing or lean into Deathwing. How is it, boss? We're going. We're walking. We're talking. The Noise Marines know the boot scootin' boogie. I'm waiting for the Tau Christmas box. I found that so funny that like, people are like, "Oh my God, Tau are getting a Christmas box this year," and it's just 4 big suits.
It's 4 models and a.
It's a
bunch of
commander. It's
drones.
a commander. It's a Ghost Keel, a Riptide, and a Broadside.
And a bunch of drones.
Listen, if Tau players are easy to make happy, apparently.
And people are like, "That's 4 models for like $200. What the fuck?" And then like GW's like, "Yeah, because this is supposed to be upgraded with the battle patrol box. You're supposed to add it to your battle patrol to get like up to 2,000 or close to it as possible." I found that so funny.
I mean, you're technically spending less on a 2,000 point army than most.
Oh, you are getting a deal because the Riptide itself is already like half that box, right?
Yeah.
Actually, how expensive is the Riptide right now? Hold on, I'm looking it up.
I'm doing the math real quick because the battle box is what, 200 as well?
I'm just looking it up right now.
100, 150, 200.
Riptide is like 143.
Oh my God!
Yeah, no,
you're getting that first.
You're getting
then.
You're getting the Riptide at full cost. Then you're getting the Ghost Keel at a discount, and then you're getting an additional Commander and Broadside, which are both like $150 each, like $150 together, for free.
And then all you have to do is buy the battle pack.
Pretty much.
You're saving what, $300? All said and done? Close to it? Like 200?
Yeah, you're saving like over $200.
I figure in taxes, but I don't know what taxes are in other countries. I just know in the US they're
Depending on where you live in Canada, it's different per province.
Yeah. But in the US, you're saving like $300 once all's said and done. That's pretty huge.
Weird idea for a fight. Radon from Elden Ring versus Magnus the Red.
Sorry, Magnus wins.
Magnus beats Radon. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, but that is like if you throw Magnus into
Let's put it this way.
Worlds.
Let's put it this way. Magnus's main shooting ability in Tabletop 40K is just Radon's halfway health attack. What are we painting tonight? We're not painting, we're building. What's in the Unforgiven Christmas box? Oh, fuck. I know Lionel Johnson's in it.
Yeah, it's Lionel, a couple knights.
Yep, it's 10 Deathwing Knights, a Chaplain, Lionel, and 6 Inner Circle Companions.
All you need to do is pick up the Battle Patrol, and that's a 2,000 point army.
Yep. So yeah,
and
that's what these are for.
You get the Risen, you get 6 Risen, you get 10 Deathwing Knights, and you get a Chaplain and Lionel Johnson. So like, yay! And then the fucking since Knights don't have a Battle Patrol box, they're just like, here's a Knight and 4 Armigers, shut up.
So my king came in, boss.
I heard. Good for you.
I'm turned on my camera in Discord to show you.
Oh, 1 sec.
It annoyed my mother.
Oh, that's funny. Good job, lad.
Well, you'll see the pommel piece, and you'll see why.
Oh, Kane, not King.
How many custodians are too many custodians on one planet?
If
And
there's
all
more
of
than
them?
one, if there's more than one, there's a problem.
Any amount.
That's all I gotta say. Well, no, because the tithe. The tithe's being cleaned. So,
If there's more than one Custodes on a planet, something has gone fucking wrong.
yeah. Like, you can expect one, you won't know about them, but you can expect one.
Just curious, random thought, who would win? The Reapers from Mass Effect or the Tau Empire?
The issue is the Reapers are a...
I
know
don't
the
care
full
for
extent.
I don't care about power
Stuff like
scaling
that.
questions. I'm sorry. I don't care for it.
I am trying to decide what my next army is. And I'm
Listen, I
pretty-
gotta wait for me to have the money and pay for all the plastic.
You
I wanna get.
play Custodes, right? TCOM.
Yeah, I do.
Go the complete opposite direction.
Now?
Ew.
Guard.
Yeah, guard.
Ooh
Hey.
shit.
That's
It-
literally the complete opposite direction.
Yeah.
Or Tyranids.
Tyranids.
Don't do
orcs.
nids. Don't do nids. That's way too many models.
I don't have the patience to paint that many models.
Yeah, no, guard you can get away with it because they have tanks to supplement the amount of guardsmen deploying.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, I fucked that up.
Yeah,
Oh,
you could have an armored company force.
Is there a
Yeah.
faction in Warhammer that's only made up of small people? Leagues of Votan.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Small people.
We
what's in
also
the
have
Deep
the
Warp?
ratlings.
What's in the Deep Warp? The most... Your internet search history is in the Deep Warp. Who would win? A single Custodes in melee combat against Ishin, the Sword Saint from Sekiro.
We don't know because that's power scaling.
It's power scaling, and I don't care to answer that question. Enjoy
These
the building
questions
boss later.
have to be coming off of TikTok, right?
Would you rather have to fight TTS Zinch in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or TTS Ziggurat in a joke battle? Zinch. I'll take fighting Zinch's
Zinch.
bullshit combo deck.
I'm not joke battling anyone. No, that's horrible.
You want to know a
At least
joke?
with-
My life. There you go.
Yeah, like that's the
Oh.
best I've got. And it's
Oh, no,
This is the
boss.
best joke I have. Is my life.
Boss, I know you've been dealing with a lot recently, so when you've got a second, I got you something. Don't worry about me.
Check your throne. Oh gods, check your throne.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Clam. Thank you.
What was it?
It's another sister squad.
Oh, when you told me you got a TV, I was like, what? Why was there a TV
Again,
on
thank
that?
you for the TV, but like Christ. It's now sitting built in my living room. And me and my brother are going to the dump tomorrow to take like a lot of stuff that needs to be thrown away. Which I think
I mean,
right now it's
at
like
least
the
you-
old air conditioner that I
One
got when I
debt
moved
to
out.
society later.
Oh, our parents' old air conditioner unit. Thing.
Yeah, and the old wooden shelf, the one that everybody was scared was gonna buckle and collapse.
the
The
one you're
tan
using
one?
for everything?
Yeah,
That tan one that had all your books on it.
yeah.
Yeah. So how loose does it feel when you go to pick it up?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, it wasn't
Wha-
one that I built at this house.
So were we a book away from it collapsing?
I wouldn't say a book, but like it would not survive another move, is what I'm thinking. Which
Wait.
we're probably going to be moving again at the end of the next year.
Mm.
Because our roommate doesn't want to renew the lease, which totally fair. The company that we're renting from has really gone downhill.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's their maintenance crew is just one guy right now, and that's only because they fired me 2 years ago.
And they still haven't hired somebody?
Nope, I talked to the my old partner there.
Yo,
Literally a
that
month
is
ago.
ridiculous.
They're extremely cheap.
If you don't mind me asking, like, how grossly overcharged is your rent then?
1,600.
How big is your apartment?
2 floors.
It's a top-down duplex. Well,
Okay.
it's side duplex, 2 floors for each duplex.
Yep, I've seen more of those.
Yeah, and the basement is an unfinished basement until he technically moved into it.
Yep.
And it was just a 2-bedroom, 1 washroom, 1 living room until we did the renovations.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to start figuring out like where to live and where to move to.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Wait. Maybe 1,200, 1,300 a month at most, including like your utilities and whatnot. I can see, but
It's.
Yeah,
but
for
we're.
that, you would need to be moving into an actual like full-on apartment.
Yeah, and there's not. It's complicated, but like it's something that I'll have to talk with Phoenix about.
that's sadly just how life is at this point for a lot of people.
Yeah, which is why I still technically live with our parents too, because it's like
Like
I
I'm
own
actually
my house, but
scared
it's
that
so
I'll have to
expensive.
move back in with my parents.
Well, right now there's no spare bedroom right now.
No shit.
Did you see what we were doing in the 1 bedroom?
What are you guys doing
No.
now?
We scraped out the ceiling.
Oh.
And yeah, so there's no ceiling in it, right? Well, there is a ceiling, but it's not. It doesn't have the California knockdown style ceiling on it, or it was something else. I can't remember what they called it, but right now it's just basically drywall on the ceiling. It's getting painted by our mother, and then like I spent maybe 30 minutes with a palm sander sanding the ceiling earlier today. So
Oh,
Yeah, no, that was not. I have not been told.
Oh.
I was probably gonna see that next time I came over.
maybe.
that's no fun.
But yeah, so that's going on right now. We're thinking of installing a different light fixture into the room afterwards, even though I put in the one that's in there just a year and a half ago.
On the upside though, there
Why-
is an update. There is an update in our private life. Phoenix did get the job they were wanting, so yeah.
Oh, she got another job? Cool.
Yeah, they work at a jewelry store now.
Which
I
one?
have
Where?
I can't say it because we're on stream.
Yeah,
yeah.
like, is it in the mall still?
Yes.
Yeah, it's still in the mall. Okay.
I have made my decision.
What is your decision?
My next army is gonna be Thousand Suns.
Yay! Hello, England. Let's show some England some love. Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Phoenix is your partner? Yeah, they're my wife. I married them like 2 years ago.
Not the bird. It got real quiet when I said
It really did.
I just was like, I was letting boss say it, please, and I was gonna ask like, who asked that question?
That question was asked from Inject the Spider.
Okay.
on
Keep up the good work, man. We all love your content. No,
No,
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
on the tubes. Okay.
Yeah, I went looking around because I was confused. I was like, what? Huh?
Congrats. Yeah, no, we got married like 2 years ago.
That was the funniest text I've ever sent you.
For those that don't know, my brother was a part of my Men of Honor, and he texts me like 2 weeks before the wedding. Good news and bad news. The good news is I'm gonna be at your wedding. What's the bad news? I broke my arm.
Yo, that sounds like my brother. What?
It was like, I'm like, so I have good news and bad news. He's like, okay, what's the good news? Good news is I'm gonna be at your wedding. Okay, what's the bad news? The bad news is I'm gonna be in a cast. and he's like, what'd you do? Well, I broke my ring finger in the palm of my hand.
Wow.
I slipped on hydraulic oil when I was working in one of
Okay,
our
no need to say
sawmills.
anymore. I've seen it. I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen those slips. Nope, I'm good.
Yeah. So it was just backwards. I went to catch myself in my hand. Had a
yeah.
fracture break on a log.
Yeah, you tried to catch yourself in a situation you probably shouldn't have.
Well, it was that. Or I was gonna like maybe.
Oh.
It didn't hurt at all either. The
Oh
funniest
yeah,
thing
because your body's just like, what happened?
Well, no, it was kind of funny because I sat there, I got up, I went and got because it was one of their like down days for maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
I was going over to go and grab a water hose so we can start trying to put out a fire that a welder started by accident. And so I was going over to grab it, slipped, fell, got up. I went to go grab the hose still, and one of the guys that saw me fall, he's like, "You good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, hand's just a little tingly because I caught my entire weight, but it's fine." And then he's like, "Take off your glove," and I take off my glove, and my ring finger snaps behind my pinky.
Yep. You.
And I was like, "It might be dislocated."
Yeah.
It might be. It might be. I love that your answer was, it might be dislocated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after that, I spent like an hour in their first aid room as they're telling me to ice it. And they're like, "How's your hand feeling now?" "Numb and cold."
Yeah, your body was just like, we have a problem, so we're just gonna ignore this problem until you're able to take care of it.
Well, I'm used to just breaking things. I've broken my right wrist 4 times. I've had 6
One
concussions,
death
so
to
it's
society
yeah.
later.
I'm used to things being broken at this point.
Yeah,
I've
your
had
body.
to deal with tendonitis in both my shoulders since 2013.
Oh
so
my
I'm
god.
in constant pain every
One
single
death
day.
to society
Your
later.
body.
Yeah, I have high pain tolerance now.
Your body just puts it on the back burner until you get around to it. That is.
Yeah, it's like my hand never hurt
One
until I
death
went
to society later.
when I fell down. I was rolling in hydraulic
think we
oil
get the
and some other
subs.
chemicals.
Arcamus. Hi, AOG. My connection on TikTok wasn't great, so I'm asking
One
here.
death to society.
different things.
Sanguinius was great at music.
Sanguinius brought a tear to someone's eye with his music.
Sanguinius existed and people cried.
I'd fuck
was
'em.
Sanguinius. What am I trying to make now? Oh, I need the circles. Where's my circles? There's the circles.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
This is my
Kavi,
God.
I need you to tell me I can leave the tower.
Yeah.
You
Com-
can leave whenever you
Kami,
want.
I need you to tell me I can leave the lookout whenever I want to.
You can leave the lookout whenever you want to.
Bitch,
Mr.
don't tell me what to
Popo.
do.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. I don't know if anyone else has seen Popo Blanco on TikTok.
Love your content on TikTok. I hope life gets easier for you soon. Well, it'll get easier when we reach like 100K on YouTube, but until then.
Even 10K is gonna help.
Well,
Yeah, 10K is just a milestone goal. It's not actually really going to help. It's just like it can prove to me that I can do it.
I'd say it's gonna help is because the way YouTube's algorithm is.
I hope you reach 500K. Well, you know what? If you want me to reach 500K, you gotta share my shit around. You gotta share my shit. You gotta tell people to go subscribe to me. You gotta get my stuff around. Post it on Blue Sky, Twitter, wherever the fuck.
people liking your content and sharing it with other people. You can do as much as you can, but it won't change anything if no one's willing to share it, right?
Exactly. And as well, if I catch any of you fucking botting, I will hurt you. because botting can actually get me banned, which means that all of this
Yep.
goes away.
Yep.
Have you thought about stitching your videos together by, like, faction or whatever on YouTube? I do plan on, at the end of the year, grabbing all of my TikToks off of TikTok and uploading all of them to YouTube in, like, one mega, big-ass, like, story compilation of 40K. We would never do that to you, boss. Good!
Dude, I remember how much of a pain in the ass building drop pods are.
All right. That's why, like, people are like, why don't you run drop pods? And I'm like, because they're fucking annoying to build. If you're watching on here, go sub on YouTube. Yes! All of you! Every last one of you, all 95K followers on TikTok, go sub to my YouTube if you haven't already. And my Twitch.
Do it, or I'll find you.
Well,
and
on Twitch,
make
at
you.
least follow. You don't have, because it costs money to sub on
Well,
Twitch.
but yeah, on Twitch it's follow. I mean, if you do want to send me a sub, I appreciate it, but like...
Yeah, it's like, if you're free to follow, you gotta pay to sub, and it's like, not everyone's capable of
I want to remind everybody, if you cannot financially donate, don't stress about it. You aren't any less of like a supporter or a fan if you can't donate. Everybody has like their own financial worries and woes, much like I do. Always take care of yourself first. I'm just the funny man on the camera. Views and your encouragement are more than enough. I see a lot of people like, I'm sorry I can't donate and help. And I'm like, your viewership is more than enough. I'm happy with your view. Don't stress yourself about not being able to donate if you can't. If you can, awesome, great, wonderful, thank you. But if you can't, your viewership is more than enough. I'm doing my best, but only one of my friends likes 40K and he ain't massively into it. Oof. But like, I do other reviews and such, and I'm gonna be like expanding my repertoire. Thanks for the answer, man. Was mainly wondering as I love both Blood Angels and Salamanders, but I'm also interested in expanding into other chapters over time. So it'd be nice to have a consistent color scheme and lore and stuff. So the confirmation from someone as experienced as you really means a lot. Oh, thank you. Funny thing, in Horus Heresy, you actually can play multiple Legion formations. It's called Shattered Legions.
And Alpha Legions is probably one of the best.
Oh god, Alpha Legion's so funny.
What, for Shattered Legion?
Yeah, Beta Carmen book.
In your backpack, because we played it last time.
Right.
Or I can play Custodians and Sisters and completely shut Boss's Thousand Suns down.
Fuck off! Alright, Shattered Legions.
Oh, you thought you were gonna be casting this?
Okay, so to sum up how... Okay, for those that don't know, how Shattered Legions play is that you pick up to 2 to 3 legions, and each squad in your army has to be made up of a certain amount of different units, like certain amount of different legionnaires. So, like, if you have a squad of 10, you can make any number of them. Let's go with an example here, like Alpha Legion and Ultramarines. It's just that at least one member in each squad has to be one of each legion. So, like, you could have, like, 7 Alpha Legionnaires and 3 Ultramarines in a squad. And so, those squads then get certain abilities. So, let's say... And it depends on how many is in a squad. So, if the majority of your squad is Alpha Legion, you get the Dominant Alpha Legion trait, while getting the Minor Ultramarine trait and Ultramarine Flaw. And vice versa. And that can change in any phase. Like, that changes after damage calculation. So, like, if you take casualties and the Alpha Legion goes from being the majority to the minority of the squad, then it becomes Ultramarine dominant with Alpha Legion, minority and Flaw. And it's stupid. It is highly recommended you don't play that at tournaments, because you have to keep track of every fucking thing. And it only gets worse if you add more legions to it.
Which, by the way, I think it's funny. I think you should do it.
So if
But
if the Alpha Legion is the majority of the squad, they become snipers. Like the squad gets like the sniper rule. So like they can pick out characters and such. If they are the minority of the squad, essentially they give the entire squad cover. So like it's like a veil of shadow in front of the unit. But then their flaw is that if they are the minority in the unit, you have to kill who's ever the majority in front of them. Which is hilarious.
So you go from being -1 to hit almost to being character snipers in close range.
That's so stupid. I love the sound of it so much.
Right?
Yeah, it's great.
Just Alpha Legion. Because, you know, we're stupid.
Instead of minority, it should be subordinate. That's not how the Broken Legions work. It's that they're working together in tandem. So it's not like they're not subordinating themselves. So
The reason this book was made because of the purge for the traitors and stuff like that.
It was made for like the loyalist elements of the Traitor Legions, as well as the Shattered, like the Raven Guard, Salamanders, and Iron Hands forces that work together. And then over the Heresy, like tons of Traitor and Loyalist forces were left scattered all over the place. So like you could have like Traitor Legion Word Bearers and World Eaters fighting Ultramarines. You could have Loyalist Sons of Horus team up with Loyalist Death Guard against Horus and his forces, so on and so forth. That's the entire purpose of it.
Yeah. So
Caiaphas Cain books are a good gateway for someone interested in the narrative, not the game side? Yes. Also, XKmo, thanks for all the gifted subs. So you can play a full detachment of Loyalist arms of the Traitor Legions, or do they have to be allied with the full Loyalists? You can play Loyalists. You can play the Loyalists from the Traitor Legions as their own force. Shattered Legions is just an option. You can play Loyalist Sons of Horus on their own and have Garviel Loken lead them if you want to. I am now intrigued.
like the concept behind it is awesome.
Before game begins, is my force loyalist or traitor? Technically, everyone has loyalists, everyone has traitors in the Space Marine Legions, Imperial Guard, and Mechanicum. If you're playing Custodes and Sisters of Silence, they have to play loyalist. You don't get a choice. Just like with demons, you need to play. They can only play traitor. Do you have a favorite Chaos faction to play? Thousand Suns. Hey, can we watch this on YouTube? Yes. I am streaming live on YouTube. The only reason I go live on TikTok is so I can tell people I'm live on YouTube. And Twitch.
Yeah, every stream gets uploaded to YouTube or Twitch unedited. So
I wish there were better starter duo packs. Yeah, GW usually releases like one at the beginning of the edition and one halfway through the edition. Hey boss, do you think they'll bring back Nazdur Erdgub? No. But yeah, so when you're building, so then a lot of legions do have like a traitor or a loyalist warlord trait. But if they don't, you just pick the neutral one. So like for Imperifists, they don't have a traitor warlord trait for their commander. But the Ultramarines do, and I love my Ultramarine one because it's hilarious. I take my leadership stat, which all Ultramarine characters are leadership 10, and you use that as your toughness stat. So for one turn, I could turn my Ultramarine captain into a toughness 10 model. I'm tougher than most Primarchs. It's stupid, and I love it.
How dare you?
It is called Arrogance of Kings. They're so fucking arrogant. But yeah. If you want to play the Traitor Primarchs, you need to play Traitor. If you want to play Loyalist Primarchs, you play Loyalists. There are benefits to playing Traitor. There are benefits to playing Loyalists. It all depends. Do a lot of Loyalist legions play similarly in tabletop? That's the thing about Loyalist and Traitor legions. They all have like the same spine framework where they take units from. So like Sons of Horus and Ultramarines, we both take tactical squads, we both take land raiders, we both take dreadnoughts, all that kind of stuff. It's just that when you get to legion specific, there are specific units within the legions that only those legions can take, unless you're Alpha Legion. Alpha Legion have the unique trait of going, yeah, you see that like the special only Ultramarines unit?
I have it.
It's mine now. Like, you can see Justarian Terminators from the Sons of Horus in an Alpha Legion army. It's ridiculous. Would you rather have to make casual conversation with TTS Custodian Pillarman or get hugged by Vulcan? I'd like to talk to the Pillarman. I think they're funny.
Yeah.
Hugged by Vulcan would be a good one, but
I like my spine.
pretty much.
Though Moody's might hate me because he hates the normals. That's the one that's the one who slides with utmost grease.
Wait, slides with grease?
Slides
Yes.
with utmost grease.
Grease included.
He also hates clowns.
I wonder why.
Can you tell me about Sly Marbo? He's Chuck Norris in 40K. That's literally it.
Yep.
He's based off like every 80s action hero. So like Schwarzenegger, why am I forgetting his name? He's the guy who
Chuck
played
Norris.
Rocky.
Oh, you mean
Sylvester
Stallone?
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. He's supposed to be like Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and like Chuck Norris.
Yeah, the 80s action heroes.
The Expendables.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Does he have a mini? Yes, he does.
he does.
I don't remember what his abilities are though, and I don't think he's in like the regular guard. Is he in the guard? Codex?
I think he might be in the Guard Codex, but I know that when he was first got his new model release, because he got a new model.
He basically
but,
shows up, drops a satchel charge, and then leaves.
Yeah, he shows up, blows something right off the board, doesn't matter pretty much, and then he leaves.
Morgan Bodyguard. Catch and Jungle Fighter. Sly Marbo, there we go. He has Infiltrator, Lone Operative, Stealth. He has Envenom Blade with Anti-Infantry 2+, Precision. Ripper Pistol with Anti-Infantry 2+, Pistol, Precision. Basically, he's a character assassin. One-man army. Each time an enemy unit targets a friendly Astra Militarum unit within 3 of this model with ranged attacks, after that attack, that enemy unit has finished making its attacks, this model can shoot as if it were your shooting phase. Like like fighting a shadow. Each time this model is shot, if it is not within engagement range of any enemy units, it can make a normal move as it were your movement phase. If it does, until the end of the turn, this model is not eligible to declare a charge.
It is one of the most rule-focused characters out there.
Yep.
You look at that.
Would you rather try to break into Rogaldorm's waffles or sit through Shigarek's jokes for 5 hours? I sit there for 5 hours and listen to Bazinga, I tear my ears out. I'd rather try to break into Rogaldorm's Waffle House. Because I know it's impossible, so all I have to do is try once and then just give up.
Bazinga.
It's got a toaster.
Bazinga. Where's that coming from?
Manages to break into the Waffle House. Why was that so easy? Bazinga. No!
It was a Checkerath trap all along.
Who of the Primarchs is the best cook? Gullyman. Boss, what makes you like Thousand Suns so much? A party of the Thousand Suns, and I like how they play on tabletop. I think they're neat.
I just think they're neat.
Slime Margot is the reason why Waffle House is closed in Warhammer.
You're doing laundry and you see shit just laying there, you gotta keep on transferring it.
The fuck? If all the Chaos Gods existed in the Warp even before they were born, does it mean that the Dark King already exists too? His realm is ready for him. That's all we know. Welcome to the Warp. It's self-contradictory and I hate it.
Yeah, once a Chaos God is born, they have always existed. Despite having to have been born in the first place and needing... It's fucking warp fuckery, okay?
Man, I hate Warp Factory. I wonder if corpse starch can be made edible. It is edible.
Yeah.
I never said it tasted good, but it's edible. Solvent green is people. Soy.
No, it's not. That's a conspiracy theory.
Your conspiracy theory.
Yeah, don't believe them.
A game conspiracy theory.
That's just a theory. Biggie got his deposit paid for his domain. What's Soylent Green? It's from a movie.
An old movie.
Like an old movie. Flavor varies from person to person. Jesus Christ. Hey, announcer, I'm back, and I bought some Horsehair minis. I have fallen! Woo! So, tofu.
I really like the new Jeffrey drop. He tasted really good. Very lemony.
Sponsors in the 40k universe. Hey, guys! It's corpse starch fuel!
It's corpse starch, now Jeffrey flavored.
But Jeffrey was my friend. Well, now he's in your stomach.
And now he's tasty. This tastes like ass. Mott's, put him in the chair.
What flavor is the chair?
Bob flavored.
Oh no, not
Oh, no.
Bob.
So it tastes like Waddle Dee?
No! Nah,
So we
Soylent
have
Green
to
was from the
contact
Futurama
Kirby to
joke.
figure out what it
Soylent
tastes
soda, it varies from person to person. Oh god, are there ad agencies in 40k? Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be.
What do you mean? They always want you. Just like Uncle
The
Sam.
biggest ad agency, the Ecclesiarchy.
Ha!
By the way, did you guys all see that the Catholic Church now has an anime mascot?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
let it out.
Say your piece, friend.
I can't because it's going to make everyone who is Catholic very mad at me.
And so she's been raised in a Catholic household. I don't care.
Heyo, hello. Now they have the power of God and anime on their side.
Yeah, that means just being given a little too fucking literal fucking
Thing now.
Oh boy, I feel nothing but pain.
Come on.
I hope people aren't mad about, like, the new rule about, like, limiting who can join in the broadcast. Whom should I say is the best character in Warhammer? I already did. Trazyn. I mean, if you like Trazyn, you like Trazyn. What's one Primarch that you want to return to the Loyalists and one to return back to more, like, to the lore, like the Lion? I'm getting what I want. Fulgrim. I'm already getting what I want!
Yeah, filthy fucks. To be honest, Fulgrim was kind of a surprise.
Why? He's one of the 4 gods chosen.
No. Like, you enjoying... Yeah, for Chaos factions.
Listen, there's just, like... I've grown up, and, like, there's some respect that you have to have on just how much of a shit disturber the Emperor's children are. Like, there's just that... There's just, like, that kind of, like, distant respect you have to have for them.
You say distant respect. Like,
Distant. Like, you respect it from a distance. You don't want to be, like, fucked with it. Best Primarch? Gulliman.
You respect it the same way you respect a dolphin. It's part of nature, but you want nothing to do with it.
Yes. Except I happily play the army because it's funny. I like the wubs. I like the Noise Marines a lot, so I might play them. Yeah! Announcer, look what you've done. You're making more Chaos armies. Good! Good.
Oh, no, you stupid son of a whore!
Yeah?
Drop pod! You can tell what part I'm on.
You good? How's the doors?
It's the doors were the first thing. I'm trying to connect literally the top engine and the fins. But the fins have, like, the little cables from that centerpiece.
Oh.
And they don't really have any notches to grab onto the motor that sits in the middle above that fucking centerpiece. And when you try and push things kind of like to go into place just a little bit, one of the fins pops off. And I'm trying to do it with 3 fins right now, and it's not working.
So, Chad, I'll show you what he means. So, on a drop pod... So, bring this up. Those slap on in like a star formation around the pod. They are a pain in the goddamn ass.
Understatement.
Da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I will never join Chaos until my boy Erebus and the Warbearers get their time. You can play them at Horus Heresy.
The fact you like Erebus says something.
Isn't he the only one that's winning?
Pretty much.
the one winner of 40K or 30K.
No, he's technically the one winner in 40K.
The Noise Marine story reminds me of a storyline from SCP, which makes me like them a lot. Oh no, we've crossed over to the SCP fandom.
No, you guys. As someone who enjoys the SCP fandom themselves, I know we need to stay the fuck over there, away from 40K. Because the SCP fandom has a really bad habit of trying to stick their dick in everything.
What fandom doesn't do that?
Listen, a Robbie Lizard is not what you should look at and go, I want it. Oh gods.
Destroying a plane with a gadget or hand weapon was an absolute nightmare in Battlefield 5. I remembered why I gave up on it. The fuck does Battlefield 5 have to do with this? Hey, how goes tonight? It goes well.
Oh.
I don't know how people are feeling about the new rule about no randos in call anymore. My bad, it's just a fictional universe I enjoy. I haven't watched anything from it in a while. Shadow's opinions are not my opinions.
Yeah, no, my opinions are just what there is.
They're just misses.
It has nothing to do with the fandom. Promise you.
No randos is a good rule. Fuck anyone who gets mad about it. I feel bad, you know? Like, I can't help it. Where's like 41? So, pizza bagels? I don't know.
I like pizza bagels.
Enemy Space Shark Codex and Tiberos. You play regular Marines. That's how you play Space Sharks.
Yeah.
And you can't even play Tiberos anymore. Well, you can. You can use his model, but it's just a captain with a twin lightning claws.
Or twin lightning claws.
Yeah. If you want to play old Space Sharks, you gotta find someone who's willing to play like 5th, 6th, or 7th edition with you.
8th edition.
And 8th edition.
Stay the fuck there.
Oh boy.
Cheers, bud. Cheers. I need it. Well, then paint them gray.
I need us to get more Warhammer books soon.
Well, next year they're gonna explode with it, so be ready.
I also need money to purchase said books.
Charlie, thank you. Thank you for the sub. But yeah, if you want to play Space Sharks, you just paint your Marines gray, black with yellow details. Sup, man? Not much.
I will be lurking around. I got summoned to go help somebody complete an Easter egg. Ugh. Hooray.
Have fun with Easter eggs.
Don't sound
Make
too
sure it's not
disappointed.
rotten.
It's my own fault for being good at them, but I now have to explain it to them in a way they'll understand and not get overly autistic with the explanation. That's why I sighed.
Oh, Dark Mechanicum would get me into chaos too.
Why?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, first time here. Just want to let you know you got me into Warhammer. Thank you. It's amazing. If you want more 40K content, go subscribe to my YouTube. Links are on my TikTok.
I will track you down, and I will find you if you don't.
Don't threaten the fans. I don't watch a ton of YouTube, but I sub because you entertain me here. Are there any chapters or legions whose primary colors... Oh, screw that meme. That meme is old and should die.
But they are orange.
No, they're yellow. Knights of Griffon. They are an unknown successor chapter. Their main color is orange, and their secondary color is black with green eyes. There you go. Orange chapter. I've been watching on both. Nice. I've looked at the randos rule as something someone can work to achieve if it's important. That's fair. I don't, what part of Canada are you from?
The mountain part.
The mountain part?
Well, that's the time zone we're in.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't help that you can sit there, walk, and stand on the tallest building in our city, and you'll see the mountains if you just look. Did you know that, buddy?
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, if you, like, even if you head west of town, and you look at the direction that they would be in, you'll see the mountains.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like Yukon.
No, the mountains don't go up to the Yukon. They stop about halfway up BC, Alberta.
Oh, Calgary. I'm not telling you guys where I live.
Calgary is a bit of a drive away.
Stop!
Yeah.
Well, don't forget everything.
I don't need cum in my mailbox!
Or pipe bombs.
Or pipe bombs.
If you think about it, BC is a drive away. Manitoba's a drive away. Everything's a drive away.
I don't have. The best you get is a throne. BC is not mountain time, but I respect it.
Well,
don't you dare.
Technically.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't tell them where we live.
I'm not telling them where we live.
Pizza toppings then. Oh, I like meat lovers. I like deluxe. I am a heretic. I like Hawaiian. I want to build a gold electroplated guard army. Then do it. I have one question that's been on my mind. Can a Space Marine become stronger than someone like Gilliman? No. Unless they are...
It's genetically impossible unless there's a specific Slanesh worshipping piece of shit doing it.
Fabius Bile doesn't worship Slanesh.
No, I thought he was one of the...
No, he's incredibly atheistic. It's actually really funny. Until someone finds your house because of your brother, never underestimate the consistency of chat and how bored some can get.
Oh no.
Well, the funniest things is like, I met one of my closest friends while playing CSGO. And it turned out we lived 5 minutes away from each other.
Yeah, but you're not a content creator that's pissed off a lot of people. I have had people send death threats my way, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like pepperoni. I mean, if you don't like pepperoni, you don't like pepperoni. Like, what do you want me to say? Can you show us a live tabletop game? That is expensive to do, my friend.
A live table? Well, technically, we do have a table in your basement. We just need more terrain and a proper math.
Which, the only way we're getting proper terrain is if people donate.
Okay, well, drop pod is built. I am no longer gonna fight with that.
Congrats. Shit.
Excuse me.
There's a local piece of place you'll like or one of the chains. I really love the concepts of Warhammer, but I'd like to see the gameplay to get a feel for it recorded. There are plenty of battle reports online that you can watch. Would you recommend Strike Team as a good way to get started? Strike Team? You mean Kill Team? Kill Team is its own game, and they're starting to like build like their own like special individualistic units for it. So it is a good way to get into Warhammer 40k and tabletop gaming in general in a small scale. I have a resin 3D printer, but I've been told.
Go ahead.
You did mean Kill Team. Yeah, no, Kill Team's a good way to start out getting into tabletop gaming.
Yeah, it's relatively cheap.
I've talked about the 3D printing stuff a lot. Most local stores, if they're not GW, will allow you to play with 3D printed models. Like, fully 3D printed models. It's when you get to the competitive scene is where people start getting antsy about it.
And there's actual, like, game and rule reasons, and not just, like, oh, 3D printing, bruh, it's gonna ruin the hobby. No, there's actual reasons for it. Though there are those people still.
Yeah, Christ.
I have mixed opinions on 3D printing.
I'm fine with it so long as it's for fun.
Yeah. But also, like, you know, supporting your local game store, because a lot of those guys are struggling.
Yep.
Well, that also depends on what that local game store is like.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to support a complete toxic prick, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Do you need to own the pieces to play the game? Could you buy a board and play without buying all? You will need the models to play the game, but I've seen people play with rocks, so, like...
I've seen a kid play with Lego.
That was you.
No. Space Wolf kid, or no, one of the Space Wolf kid's friend?
That doesn't narrow it down.
He was substituting Lego for Imperial Guard.
I don't remember him. I'll buy my Catan expansion for game stores.
We in Afghanistan, we played using bullets and old cans of soda.
There you go.
Yeah.
You just need the books. 30% 3D printed allowed for GW official stuff, right? Yes. In tournaments, 70% of your model must be regular GW plastic. The other 30% can be whatever the fuck you want. The reason being is that it comes down to detail, and I'm a model... What's the word I'm looking for here?
Model identification.
Model identification, yeah.
Yeah.
If I can't tell what your model is at a glance, there's a problem. Most of the things I 3D print and cosplay stuff, fidget, flexy things, and minis for D&D. That's
and
fine.
if I remember correctly, none of their weapons can be 3D printed.
Yeah, none of the weapons can be. It's only details.
Yep.
Have you
Yep.
played HeroScape? If you have, how does it compare to Warhammer? HeroScape
never-
is children's Warhammer.
I've never even heard of HeroScape.
Oh, it was incredible. It was you built the boards all by yourself. They were all like hexagon based.
Oh, that's the one we're talking about.
Yeah, you remember that. And
It
essentially,
was
like you built
single. Yeah,
it.
everything was on a bigger scale too.
Fun fact, for my 8th grade history project on the fall of Rome into the Dark Ages, I used HeroScape. Castle and everything. It was awesome. Oh, your whole collection was ruined? That sucks. Yeah, a little working on some more stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna make a poll and everything. Which, by the way, we are also building a, I'm talking with the mods and we're building like a, Renegade Warband for Warhammer 40k for the server. So like any of your armies can join it. I think it'd be fun. Oh, hello, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Oh, bye, Sarah.
I have an unrelated question for you.
What's up?
Would you trust an Italian restaurant that's selling lo mein?
What?
Yeah.
No,
that new-
I don't remember what lo mein is.
Chow mein, basically.
Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I
Yeah.
trust it?
Because it's an Italian restaurant that specializes in pizza, and they have.
Oh my
a
god, it's
Chinese-
wheat! It's all wheat at the end of the fucking day. Who cares?
I don't trust that.
What would I trust an Italian restaurant with fucking noodles? Oh, steel shipping container plus Texas sun melted plastic. Oh, that sucks. You stream while I work, so I take any chance I get to watch. I am currently in my work parking lot. Lol. Would you say skip the Tau Christmas box? Do you want it?
The Tau Christmas box? Do you play the Tau?
Do you play Tau? Do you already have like 3 Riptides, 3 Broadsides, and 3 Ghost Keels?
And technically 9 broadsides?
Technically 9 Broadsides? Do you have 9 Broadsides? Do you have so many different commanders? What are you building? I'm taking a break from building. I was building Sisters. I've worked in enough restaurants that I don't trust any restaurants.
Fair.
It's all
Steakhouse.
wheat. I worked at a McDonald's and I want to die.
Yeah. If you've worked in fast food, never trust the ice in fast food. It never gets cleaned.
The sink was just a massive tub. And we had like a
Yeah.
pressure washer. And the soap dispenser was pink. I worked at a Little
Soap
Caesars as my first job. I worked at a toy store as my first. I'm wanting to play Tau. I'm starting to build my army. I only have 1 Riptide.
Okay.
We
then
literally
I
said it
would
was a deal.
recommend Get it.
We literally
Yeah,
said it was a steal.
Yeah, I would get the Tau box in a heartbeat if I didn't already have 4 Riptides.
You've already saved like $200 extra on it by buying it. So the only place that was worth it was the Green Mesquite and Texas Barbecue was next level. Oh, neat.
Yeah, my first job was on a ranch. Herding cattle.
My first was a donut truck by a beach. Ooh, fun.
Ooh.
It must have sucked from the heat, but like... Yeah, I'm gonna make a poll.
What was your first job? Is that the poll?
But if you want to build a decent Tau army, going back to that guy, having 2 ghost kills is ideal.
As a Custodes player, I hate fighting against the Tau.
Come my way, I dare you. I think I've only played Tau once since their codex came out. Unfortunately, I just haven't played enough. But yeah, I think Shadowsun is still a really strong character in the codex.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah.
I apologize. I had to step away for a while. I didn't hear it the first time. Oh, that's fine. I just got another 10 demonettes. Nice. Have fun playing rushdown tactics. I need to buy more glue. Yeah, I got the Chaos Codex. Looks good. Nice. Any tips for a guard army? I was thinking of starting with a 1k army, and I got 2 buddies who have about that much. The starter box is always a good one, but if you can find like the old starter box with the Leman Russ tank in it, buy that one. That box is so fucking good, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the Leman Russ, the weapons team, and the squad, and the commissar.
Yeah. I know you feel bad about the no rando streams, but honestly, I think it's for the best. It probably is for the best. I just...
Yeah.
It still sucks.
All it takes is one person to ruin it for everybody else.
And I don't like laying down the hammer if I can avoid it.
Yeah.
But like, laying down the hammer sucks, dude.
Like, well, it's what I told you earlier. It's like eventually you were gonna have to make this choice.
Yeah, and it was forced, so...
Well, right now, a lot of people like it. Out of the
fair.
22.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, if you're gonna get Imperial Guard, try to find that Leman Russ kit with like the Commissar, the squad, and the tank. That was really good, but it depends on what you're trying to build for Imperial Guard. But my one thing about them is always buy tanks. Get yourself tons of tanks.
Yeah, they aren't very good unless they have some armor support.
Yeah, you're gonna want to buy like lots of tanks. The Leman Russ is the Leman Russ is the tank in 40k that everybody judges tank killers by. If it can't kill a Leman Russ, it's a bad tank killer. What was my first army? My first army was Orcs and Space Marines, because my first box... Well, the first ever box that I got for 40k was the Metal Grey Knights box from 4th edition.
What about the Termagant box and Tau stealth suits? Those were also some of the first ones.
The Grey Knight one was the first one. But then the first actual box that got me my 2 armies to start with was the Black Reach box set, which was Marines and Orcs. Which, fun fact, that box was the only way you could buy Orc Death Coptas for like the longest time. Boss, if you could get Bob more friends, they can come from the Plushie Legion. If you want to buy more plushies, you buy Kirby plushies. I love the swarm tactics and artillery. Then you're going to buy lots of... Then your best bet is to buy the Combat Patrol Astra Militarum. It comes with 2 Cadian Shock Troop squads, a Cadian Command Squad, a Sentinel, and 2 artillery units, like 2 heavy weapon squads. And then you're just going to want to buy Basilisks. And then just tons of Leman Russ.
2 mortar squads, you mean?
Yeah, 2 mortar squads. If you love artillery, that's what you got to do.
Yep, it's a great box as well.
What would you recommend for a Slaanesh army? I got a Masquerade, 30 Demonettes, 8 Seekers, 2 Chariots. You want a Greater Demon of Slaanesh?
Yeah.
Straight up a Greater Demon of Slaanesh.
They will Noise Marines as well.
Yeah, Noise Marine. Like, some Emperor's Children will help out with that. But yeah, if you can get a Keeper of Secrets, like, oh my god, they do work. They are terrifying on the table.
If you really want to be a dick, you can run 2.
It's usually suggested when you're playing Demons of Chaos that you mix and match them, because they fill in each other's weaknesses. So, like, Slaanesh, they're very fast, but they're the most fragile out of all. -10, 5+ save, 18 wounds. They have their own ability, which allows them to give their army ability in a 6-inch range. You improve armor penetration for friendly demonettes within 6 of it by 1. And each time an attack targets this model, subtract 1 from the hit roll. So they're pretty hard to hit. You can give them Feel No Pain. And they hit like a truck. But they're going to struggle against stuff that's just as big as them. They prefer killing things that are smaller than them. They sound OP. They're really not. They're a monstrous creature, so it's very hard to hide them. And a dedicated army can kill, like, multiple greater demons in 1 turn.
My custodies.
Yeah, and trust me, enough guns brings anything down. Plus, like I said, they struggle to kill things that are just as big as them.
Yep.
So when you're playing Slaanesh, Slaanesh plays as like a spear. You're trying to find the gap in the army so that way you can exploit it and tear into it.
It's very similar to how Dark Eldar play.
1 sec, there's a baby. Come here, baby. Come see daddy. Cat cameo. Love your content, Hoodguard, and you got me into 40k. Currently reading book 3 of Heresy. Nice. It is the kitty. It is the baby. It is our little babu.
Show me the baby.
Here she is. Thank you guys for the info. Love your stuff, Big Boss. You're welcome. What would be your favorite Tyranid model? Oh, God. The Norn Emissary or Death Leaper. Those are good models.
Dragon Prime.
What type of cat? She's a tux. She's a tuxedo cat. And she's an idiot. And I love her. There is nothing going on behind these eyes.
Smooth brain.
Like, how dumb is my cat? As I've said a million times before, runs in the middle of the night in complete darkness, runs into the wall, breaks her front tooth, keeps running. That's how stupid she is. But I love her. Favorite Mexican food? I have not actually had traditional Mexican food. I've only had tacos.
You will come down here, and I will introduce you to Tex-Mex.
Cats are the real world chaos gods. Nah, they're just stupid little... Because, like, they're only really domesticated, like, only 200 years ago.
I mean, calling them domesticated is a bit of a stretch. You don't feed them, they'll fuck off.
You're lucky that your cat loves you. Most of my cats run away from me. Well, this cat's really only known me her entire life, so... And originally, I didn't want her. Like, I've said the story before, but basically Phoenix had another cat, and they were living on their own. And so the cat Sam was always alone, but I told Phoenix, you can't afford another cat, so don't get another cat. And then, a few days later, say hi to Sarah, babe. Ah, fuck. And I look at this cat and I'm like, I'm not gonna love you. I'm not gonna care for you. And then after a snowstorm, walking over to my girlfriend's house, I collapse on the couch and I fall asleep. And I wake up to this creature sleeping on me, and now I will kill for it. They are my baby. Isn't that right, Sarah? You're my little baby. Yes, you are. The way she looks up at you is adorable. Yeah, she will... I am her favorite to snuggle. She will come up and just sleep on me whenever she gets the chance. She chooses you, resistance is futile. Well, you see, there is a universal truth that there's a cat distribution machine somewhere in the universe, and this was mine. This was my cat. She's just happily chilling.
No. I'm a dog person.
Oh, I'm a dog person too. I prefer dogs over cats, but like Sarah's an exception. That makes me curious where you live. I'm not telling you. I don't tell people that. Stop asking where I live, guys. We all know
creepy.
We all know the Gulliver's ship, but the only way it could possibly get canon is if Gilliman helps the Elder awaken you need. Oh. Nah, that shipping's boring. You have Rain and Gilliman, that's boring.
The meme is played out.
The meme is played out. We need new 40k memes. The distribution system has failed me many times. Most of mine have tried to kill me. Guys, you gotta realize that you can't just go to cats. You need the cat to come to you. Like, when you
you don't care about the cat will come.
You gotta respect the cat's privacy. They're not like dogs. You need to just, like, exist in the same space as them, and then just, like, don't try to force the issue. They will come to you when they're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, cat used to sleep on my face. Oh.
Interesting.
Sweet baby. Yes, hello. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetheart. Big baby. Yes, you are. $20 hit an artifact of Vulcan is somewhere in Gulliman's tax forms or his papers. Probably not. I have a Maine Coon mix. His throne is my bed. Aw. I don't rush the cat. I'm just trying to relax on the couch and then go for my eyes. I think that means it wants to play with you. Get some toys and play with it.
Yeah.
She is, like, absolutely curled up in my lap, like, oh my god. And I can't reach the camera so I can show all of you. It sucks. Yes, hi. Hi. Do you miss Mom? Is that why you're bugging me? Do you miss Mom? Or is it because I haven't paid any attention to you today?
Yes.
It's both. Also, I did hear you say you run demons together without have to regiment them differently. You can run them as pure chaos. You can run them as like pure Slaanesh, pure Khorne, pure Tzeentch, pure Nurgle, but you're missing out on the benefits of having multiple different demons in your army. Yeah. Like each demon faction that you put into your demon's army fills a void that one of the gods does not fit. Like Tzeentch has shit melee. His entire MO is that he wants to be a ranged spellcaster. So if you're playing pure Tzeentch, you're missing out on melee. Nurgle is just tough. Like, they're extremely tough. They love playing more of attrition, but the problem is they're fucking slow. They'll never get up the board in time to win you the game. Slaanesh is fast and hits really, really hard, but they're frail and they just can't take a hit. They're glass cannons. Khorne is as well. Like, Slaanesh is not like good at damage. They want to be doing like multiple attacks. They're really good at killing like big things, but they don't have the amount of attacks necessary to bite through chaff. And just like Slaanesh, they're glass cannons. But they're glass cannons who hit really, really damn hard.
Yep. They're really great at taking out other monstrous units. The Khorne is, not Slaanesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, in modern 40k, Tzeentch is the bane of my existence as a Custodes player.
It's not my fault that they gave the fucking Greater Demon of Tzeentch artillery.
How dare you have that?
They don't need line of sight to fire.
Yeah, I know. Half my army is dead before they can get halfway up the board.
So fucking funny.
That sounds really stupid.
It is. It's incredibly fucking stupid. Like, Kairos Fateweaver is so fucking stupid as a Greater Demon. He gets indirect fire. Yeah, sure, he's at a -1 to hit if he doesn't have line of sight. But that's D3 plus 6 shots hitting on 3s. At strength 9, AP 3, damage D3.
Something's going to hit.
Something's gonna hit and something's gonna die.
Yeah.
That's funny to me. Can you recommend a good place to learn Votann? Hi.
Boss has a video on that.
I have a video on it on YouTube. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're talking about fluff, well, sorry, you gotta buy their codexes, because that's the only place. They are getting a book next year.
I can't wait for it. I love my little capitalist gremlins.
Someone got mad at me that I said, like, they're late-stage capitalists.
What?
Yeah, people got mad at me for saying that, and I'm like, they eat planets, motherfucker!
Yeah.
They eat planets for profit!
They're 100% late-stage capitalism.
They have entire fucking space stations designed to, like, absorb stars!
And then they sell off the byproducts for profit. Like,
yeah, sure, they had to, like, doom an entire star system. What? Like, maybe, what? There's, like, a few billion people on that planet? Who gives a shit? Profit, bro.
yeah, there's a few billion stars out there. They can move somewhere else.
Yeah.
They didn't have to stay here.
What's that? They were a complete group that, like, barely mastered stone? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's their problem.
That's their problem, not mine. Yo, Ironkin, let's fucking go party.
Let's go huff some warp dust and
Nah, they
party.
hate the warp. They hate the warp.
I know. I was making a warp dust cocaine joke.
I have that clip from a text-to-speech device where it's from the episode of "Now is not the time to lay about. Now is the time to run the fuck away." From that episode, I love the joke because like that was like a live retelling of their battle report that they did.
Yeah.
And Kaldor Drago goes to charge a Greater Demon, fails, rolls like a 3. Hold on, rewinds the whole thing, charges again, rolls 2, rolls like a natural 2. It's great.
I still love Perils of the Warp, and you just randomly summon Kaldor Drago.
Oh my god, I started playing Thousand Suns beginning of 8th edition, and me and my brother, we were playing out 8th edition, and how 8th edition rules started with Perils of the Warp is that if a Psyker died by Perils of the Warp, it cascaded. Like, if another Psyker got hit by Perils of the Warp, it cascaded. So, like, it just kept flowing from one guy to the next.
That was the
I
quickest match I've ever had.
we were one turn in. My brother got to move. He had fired. I casted my first spell, Perils of the Warp. Oh, how bad can this get? Oh, it hits
Suddenly
everybody.
Yeah, suddenly all your casters are dead.
Suddenly all my casters are dead and half my arm, like 75% of my army is gone. So I'm just
Because
like,
Perils exploded and it killed squad members.
would you say that the Tyranids are a good starter army? No.
No, I'd say no.
Tyranids are not a good starter army. They're an army that, once you understand the fundamentals of 40k, they are a good army that's like a good second army to get into. It's because you're having to like pay attention to, you have to keep in your mind, like, resource management. So like you have big bugs, you have your brain bugs, and those brain bugs help guide the dumb bugs. And now you have to keep track of what all those brain bugs are doing to help the dumb bugs. And it's a lot of management, which can be overwhelming to new players.
And also the amount of variety the Tyranids get when it comes to building your army can be overwhelming, because you could have a really modelized, really small, and just have all monstrous units, or a combination of that and a bunch of Gaunts, or just Gaunts for your entire army. And the amount of variety all of those different units have can overwhelm someone who's new to the hobby.
If you want to play a swarm army, orcs are great for a swarm army to start with, because they're very simple compared to Tyranids. And they
That's really
help.
Funny.
Before you
can
say,
make an uncompetitive word bearers swarm army.
I mean, fair. Well, actually, Chaos now can run a swarm army in general, because Lost in the Damned detachment, you can just take like Traitor Guard, Cultists, Accursed Cultist, Beastmen, and like the Dark Council, which is just like regular people. It's hilarious. An army of only Gene Stealers and Hive Tyrant. I don't think you can do that anymore.
Yeah.
Just Gene Stealers, you can do that.
Well,
No, because it's still the rule of 3.
troop choices are 6.
Oh yeah.
I just need to make sure
Are
that
troops
that's what I'm checking. I'm trying to see if Gene Stealers are troop. Battle line. Nope, they are no longer battle line.
So yeah, there was only 3.
Yeah. Huh.
Yep. Vanguard Predator. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. If the target is on an objective, reroll wound rolls of 1. Yep. They're
Wait, are you talking about pure strains or just Gene Stealers in general?
just Gene Stealers in general. If you're talking pure strain, you're talking Gene Stealer cults.
Yeah, because if a Gene Stealer cults, that's an entire army.
Yeah, and they're not even battle line within Gene Stealer cults. They are other. What do they even do in Gene Stealer cults? Swift and Deadly. This unit is able to declare a charge in which a turn in which it advanced. That makes them far superior. That makes them far superior to fucking Gene Stealers and Tyranids. What's your army right now? Right now, I play Thousand Suns, Ultramarines, Black Legion, and building a sister's army. My wife took my orcs and my war leaders. Rule of 3. Rule of 3 and rule of 6 are rules about how much of one unit you can bring. So you can't just spam in, like, this is for like match play, like competitive play. You can only bring like 3 Terminator squads. Or like 3 units of Lehman Russes. It's to stop like armies that are spamming like way too much. The rule of 6 is for like battle line units, so like your main forces. So like for Space Marines, it's like the Intercessor squad. I can bring like 6 squads of Intercessors.
And at that point, that's 3/4 of your list.
Yeah. Don't bring 6 squads of Intercessors. Like, I'm Necrons at the moment. Good for you. But yeah, no, you can't run an army of just Gene Stealers anymore in Tyranids. You have to mix it up. Swarmlord's still around, though. My only 40k merchandise is a Gene Stealer. Oof.
Did it steal your jeans yet?
What does the Swarmlord even do? I had to update all those army guides, because now, like, their books are out. I did all those videos when, like, before the codexes came out. There's me, not thinking ahead. Okay, so... Goody doesn't have to be your warlord. At the start of your command phase, this models on the battlefield, you gain a command point. That's good. Each time your opponent targets a unit within from their army with a stratagem, if that unit is within 12, increase the cost of that use of the stratagem by 1. Ooh. Ooh, that's nasty. While a friendly unit is within 9 of this model, that unit is within your army's synapse range. Oh. Well, fuck. Okay. He has Bone Sabers, which is 8 attacks at hitting on 2, strength 9, AP -2, damage 3. I didn't mean to click on this stream, but fuck it, we ballin'. Hi! Hello! Welcome!
Oh, hello, new person.
Oh, and he could... Oh, God, I didn't even see that! He could be inside a Tyrant Guard unit.
Ew.
Yeah, you can take him in a Tyrant Guard unit now. God damn it. Which ranges from 3 to 6 models. 4 wounds each,
Yeah.
3+ save. If it's being led by a character, they have 5+ feel no pain. What the fuck is this?
I just said ew.
Crushing Claws and Rending Claws. Hitting on 4, strength 8, AP -2, damage 2. Oh. Oh, but only 2 attacks each. Meh.
They're not. They're meant to just walk the fucking HQ into a combat. That's what they're meant for.
Honestly, I'd take Bone Cleaver, Lash Whip, and Rending Claws with them. Because 3 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 5, AP 1, damage 2. Hell yeah, that's a great stat line. This unit can be led by a Neuro Tyrant, Hive Tyrant, and Swarm Lord. How's a Neuro Tyrant? Oh baby, show me the Neuro Tyrant. Oh, that's the big brain bug. That was released in 8th edition. Got it. Well, 10th edition, sorry. Oof. Oof. These things are mean! What the fuck? Where's the, There's the Nornum Emissary. Sorry, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Alright, so it's got like 3 different psychic attacks. Which, by the way, you can fire all your guns in 40k. So this is terrifying. It's got stuff for dealing with infantry. It's got stuff for dealing with elites and tanks. Wow. That's stupid. Oh god, that melee's terrifying. Singular purpose. At the start of the first battle round, select one of the following. Select one enemy unit until the end of the battle. Each time this model makes an attack that targets that unit, you can reroll the hit roll and you can reroll the wound roll. Or select one objective marker. To the end of the battle, while this model is within range of that objective marker, it has a 5+ feel no pain. And an objective control characteristic of 15.
Just by themselves?
Just by itself. Granted, you need to pick that at the start of the battle round. Like the start of the first battle round. But like, objective control 15? What the fuck?
For a single model.
Granted, you're always going to be choosing the one that allows you to reroll hit rolls against a specific unit, but like... Damn, dude. Unnatural resilience. This model has a 4+ feel no pain against mortal wounds. Ooh, joy. Yay. Wonderful. Didn't fucking need it.
Mortal wounds are like almost non-existent now.
One debt to society later.
Like, they pop up every once in a while, but they just... You don't see it often anymore.
I meant to click on a model painting stream because I don't know shit about the tabletop. I am very confused. Okay, so, I can actually explain this. So, essentially, this giant beast... I can find the creature. Don't worry, I can explain this to you in simple terms. Okay, so, this giant creature here. This big lad. They get the ability to pick... They basically pick somebody on your opponent's army and say, I fucking hate them. I want to kill that. I hate those things so much. So when you are going to, like, attack them, imagine, like, in D&D, you get advantage. So, like, you get to reroll your hit rolls. And then you can reroll your damage dice against it, is the best way to put it. And it's got lots of special magic attacks that it can shoot out and hit everywhere on the field. And then it's a big bug that hits really, really hard.
And it can... Is it a leader?
It's just a monstrous creature.
Okay, so it's not an HQ. That's good.
It's not an HQ choice, but it is a big, big bug. I hate many things and wish for them not to exist. But yeah, this is what I do. I break down the fluff for newcomers, so that way it's digestible and they understand what they're looking at or what their friends are talking to them about. Or I help people get into the game of Warhammer 40k by breaking it down in simplistic terms that most people will understand. It's just how I did with this Norm Emissary here, where everyone was like, well, what does it do? Like, I don't understand what it does. And I just did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. That's my entire channel. I explain the fluff. I explain the game. Please don't ask me how I paint. I don't know how to describe it. I'm an idiot. Do bionic eyes cure blindness? They don't cure it, but they allow you to see. Like, guys, if you're blind in your eyes, you're blind until, like, you get them replaced. So, like, you're not
So
curing the...
technically, it's a yes.
You're not curing the blindness, you're just getting rid of the organ that failed.
So in other sense, you're curing it.
That's not curing it, that's just removing it.
No.
You didn't cure those eyes, you just removed the problem.
But they can see now.
That isn't... You didn't make it so the original eyes could see!
Still sounds cured to me.
That's like saying your arm has cancer, so you chopped it off and replaced it with a robotic one. You didn't cure the cancer!
You don't have cancer anymore, so yes, you did.
Fuck you! That arm still has cancer! You just removed it from the body!
But it's not your cancer anymore.
I didn't know people die when they are killed! Man, thank you for from a long-time lurker. I've been interested in the Warhammer universe for so long, but I've been intimidated by the amount of the lore. Yeah, no, this was, like, the major problem for, like, a lot of people, is that Warhammer is, like, close to over 40 years of history. And it can be very confusing on like where to enter, where to start, where to look. And that's what I want my channel to be, whether it be for 40K, Halo, Battletech, Kirby, whatever the fuck. I want to be what's known as an innkeeper. I want to help you guys who are coming in and learning about not only the fluff, but the game and everything else. That is what I want to be doing. And I'm very glad that I could be helping a lot of you find your place, not only within the hobby, but like just finding a community that accepts you. Now to get over my social anxiety and paint an army to go for it. The best advice that I have for you wanting to just paint your army, just do it.
One debt
Take
to
your time.
society
Your
later.
first mile is always going to be your worst. Don't beat yourself up. Don't just like sit there and paint all day. Paint until your brain's going, I need to stop. Take a break, walk away. It'll be there for you when you get back.
Yep.
And don't overwhelm yourself. Just
Don't fort.
if you have a squad, put the other squad members that you're not painting out of sight. Not like far away where you'll forget them, but just out of sight so your brain isn't going like That's the best advice I got. I heard
Don't
Halo
force
and
yourself either.
I heard Halo and Kirby. Yes, we also love Mega Man, Kirby, Halo, Gears of War, Mario Party.
Mega Man.
I just said Mega Man.
Oh.
As you can see up there. The best way to learn lore from anything is to find someone passionate about it. Yes and no. Learn the basics from someone who's passionate about it to get you into it. But then take your time and find out where you like the stories in the universe that you're interested in. Because a person that is passionate about it might only be passionate about like one faction. I have met plenty of people who know nothing about the other factions in 40K and only know the Imperial Guard. Who's my favorite character in Halo? Don't ask me that. That's mean.
It's a Spartan named after himself.
No!
And he dies!
No!
What a twist.
I do share an A with a Spartan. It's really funny.
What the twist?
What if I just like the lore and not have an interest in playing the game so much? Then you don't. You just like the fluff of 40K.
You save a shit ton of money.
You save a shit ton of money. That's something else that I want people to understand. You don't have to like every aspect of something to be a fan of it. If you don't like building the models and playing the tabletop game, it doesn't make you any less of a fan.
Yep.
Like, if you like reading the books and the story and the background of 40K, cool. If you only like building the models and playing the game but don't give a shit about the fluff, cool.
I got into it based on just the books.
Exactly. Me and my brother got into it through the video games. But the one time I will say that you're not a fan is when you're gatekeeping. When you're being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That is when I tell you to fuck off. When playing tabletop, Warhammer is normal / canon-ish for Space Marines to fighting each other. Yeah, at 40. Listen, everybody, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about Warhammer 40K. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a secret. 40K never had 40K at first didn't have a progressing storyline. It was a sandbox setting. It had a background for which these battles happened in. So there was always an excuse for everybody to fight everybody. Because every faction in 40K is a different flavor of evil. No one gets along. Not even those who are on the same side. There is thousands of reasons for why everyone will be fighting each other. Bad Dab War, like the Bad Dab War, that was like an example of a reason why Space Marines would fight each other. An example. I like to paint the models, but I'm terrible at playing the game. Exactly. Fairly new to Warhammer 40k. Any recommendations for a novel to start with? I'm a big reader. What are you interested in for Warhammer? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna show you all something. I have a video. Hold on. I'm gonna grab it. So all of you can see it.
For this.
I have something for this. Where is it? Sorry for the audio quality on it. Go here. How to get into Warhammer 40k. Go here. All of you. You want to learn? You want to get into 40k? You want to learn what books? We got books. We got a whole list of books. I even make like a long list. I added together a list. Boom. You wanna learn? You wanna know where to start? Go there. Announcer Games on YouTube. Boom. Subscribe. Is there a chronological order for the books, or is it a free for all? Horus Heresy, there's a chronological to it. If you're gonna look it up, look up Horus Heresy timeline, because it is fucked. It is fucked. But usually a lot of books are standalone, or they're like trilogies, or like they're a series within 40k. Sorry, I'm loading the timeline for Horus Heresy. Oh boy, you guys want to see the chronological timeline of Horus Heresy? And we all wanna die. You see, it starts off pretty simple. It starts off fairly simple. You start with Horus Rising, go to False Gods, Galaxy in Flames, Flight of Eisenstein, but then everything hits the fan when we get to book 5. Yeah.
Now, welcome to my hell, because I'm trying to listen to all of them in chronological order.
Well, you gotta listen to like 4 to 6 at the same time.
Yeah.
Welcome to pain.
Yeah, it's my hell right now.
What about Nurgle? I love Nurgle lore. What book should I go after? Lords of Silence. Lords of Silence is a Nurgle themed book focused on the Death Guard. Plague War, Dark Imperium is Ultramarines versus Plague Marines. So like, you get a lot of Nurgle stuff there too.
Shadow Sun's also Tau versus Nurgle.
Yep, and then
Blood of Az. Go ahead.
Then there's Flight of Eisenstein and the Buried Dagger.
And Blood of Azaheim as well. It's Space Wolves versus Death Guard.
Wait, Nikki Williams. Hold on. Wait. Am I following you, Nikki? Hold on. What? My brain's doing a thing. Hold on. Shut up, TikTok. Not you, chat. Hey, me lord. Hope you are well. I'm all right.
No cheating. Use the last video.
Oh my god, I hate TikTok's new UI. Hate it so much. Any from Nurgle's point of view? Lords of Silence, Buried Dagger is from Nurgle's point of view.
Yep.
This is for your friend. Why do you love Adaptus Custodes? Tacom, why do you like Adaptus Custodes?
I just really like their lore.
There you go. If you think that's bad, have you ever seen the Godzilla continuity from the 60s, 2004? Hell yeah! Hell yeah, I've seen it! I don't envy Godzilla fans at all. I sit here looking at all of you and go, yep, that's a continuity timeline. Oh boy. I did watch like the new Godzilla movie. I thought that shit was awesome. Watching with my roommate was great. Love me a good kaiju movie. Which you can play kaiju in Warhammer 40k. Whether it be demons or Tyranids. Wait, bro, I have a question.
What?
Do you
What?
consider Wraith Knights to be kaiju or like mecha?
That's a really tough one because technically they're more like, some people are gonna hate this, but they're more similar to that of what Titans are from Attack on Titan.
No, that's fair. That's very fair.
Because, or actually, if you also watch Darley and Franks, technically they're the ancient humans in a sense, where their souls are technically now part of the construct around them, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Heading out, love your content, man. Appreciate all you do. Subscribe on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you very much. Reminder to all those on TikTok, please subscribe to my YouTube and my Twitch. If you haven't already. Tyberos has the aura of a kaiju. No, Tyberos has the aura of an edgy edgelord Mitch McEdgerson. He's so edgy that he makes Edgy the Hedgy have edgy problems. How many times am I going to say edgy? I don't know.
Hello.
Hi, Hood.
Hey, Hood, how you doing?
Good, how are you all?
We're doing okay. Just chatting, having a nice, relaxing evening as we talk Warhammer.
Yeah.
And other things that get brought up.
Yeah. By the way, Hoodguard, this is my brother, Crash.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hi. Okay. I live slowly.
That's good.
So how you doing there, Hood? What's going on?
I'm doing well. Just chilling out after stream. How are you? What are we talking about?
Oh, we're just talking about like whatever people have questions about and answering it.
Oh, okay. Q&A, fun.
Yeah, pretty much. We've answered like tons of questions about like where to start with the books, armies for 40k and all that kind of stuff. Even had a cat cameo at one point.
Quite an expansive topic.
Very expensive.
Very.
Especially if you got in like Horus Heresy, it's gotten even more expensive for me. I know nothing but pain.
Are you doing a collecting run?
Well, not a collecting run, but like I'm trying to build up my own Ultramarines company for the Legion. So.
Oh, got you.
I like people have asked me though, like, are you gonna like actually get like 200,000 Marines? No. God, no.
I mean, are you trying to show dedication? Is really the question is.
I think I'm fully dedicated with everything that I have. Oh, my brother's PC just crashed. Very tragic. This happens sometimes. We were trying to install mods onto Dawn of War, like classic Dawn of War. Yeah. And his computer crashed like twice doing it, and all we were doing was installing a camera mod.
I tried to play Dawn of War the other day and could not because it had mapped something to the home button, and on my keyboard I don't have a home button mapped. So I just could not advance through the first tutorial part.
Oh, you don't need to play the tutorial to play Dawn of War.
No, I know. I was trying to do just a full playthrough for stream, including tutorial, just because it is part of the game.
Oh.
And I could not get past it without the home button.
Oh shit. That's weird. I don't know what could have been mapped to the home button. Could you look at my blocked message? Where's that blocked message? Dharma message got blocked by AutoMod. Where's my AutoMod? Review requests. Stream, where is it? There's a blocked message somewhere. Because apparently they were trying to say something and it got auto-blocked because it was probably a keyword. Was it cheese? I blocked cheese in chat. Do you think Gulliman was a good choice for the leader of the Imperium?
He's kind of the only choice right now.
I feel like that was not a choice.
There wasn't really.
What they got.
It wasn't really a choice on either person's end. Gulliman is very famously quoted for saying, like, we should have all died in the flames of Horus's ambition. In War of the Beast, they tried to make Vulcan leader of the Imperium, and he frankly put that down. Like, he was like,
God, no.
I'm not touching that with a 5-foot pole, guys. I'll advise, but I won't lead.
Who the hell?
Revolting.
I think it was like the last Imperial Fist who asked him to lead the Imperium, and he just told Slaughter, nah, fuck that. You can't make me. To threaten him. And everyone just looked at the guy who was threatening Vulcan, and Vulcan said, try me. He's also looking at the Horus Heresy. Ooh. Boss, you wanted unblocked? Yeah, what was said? I'm trying to figure out what was said here. Loving Sisters of Battle, especially the Order of Our Martyred Lady. But what about the other orders? Are they all related in any way? Each of the Sisters' orders were made by one of the bodyguards to the original first Sister of Battle. So, like, each of the orders are founded by one of her bodyguards. And each one had, like, a different kind of personality that influenced one of the orders they founded.
Like the one that's all translators, that does a lot of work for the Inquisition.
If GW were to bring back either the 2nd or 11th Primarch, how would you like them to return?
It's not happening.
It's not happening. I personally would like it if, we do know that one of them is in the vaults on Terra. It's Prisoner 11. I would like a story about that. But, Hood, you got any input?
Well, do we know? Or is it just Prisoner
11? It's heavily hinted to be Primarch 11.
Yeah. I am of the opinion that they should never, ever be fleshed out. I think that's part of the mystique of them.
Agreed.
And they're always intended to be blank for that reason of bringing your own ideas to the setting. So, yeah, I think that, I don't know, a lot of that stuff. I'm all for lore changes. I think everybody knows that. I'm also, I really don't like a lot of like returning things, just because it's not new parts of the story. Dead Primarchs returning, lost Primarchs returning, people coming back from the 30th millennium. Like, let's get some new stuff. I really don't enjoy any type of return narrative for the most part, unless it's like obviously the Primarchs have to come back. I think that's obviously what's going to advance the story for the most part. But dead Primarchs, random Space Marines from the Legion days, we can do new things.
Oh, do you guys know about that one lore thing that was deleted that was worse than Chaos? Are you talking about the Jacques Draco trilogy? Who knows, Ian? Maybe it'll be my next movie! Basically, it was the first 3 Warhammer novels ever to be written, and it reads like a fever dream. Oh my god. It is bad. It's only gotten like 1 reprint in its lifetime, and the reprint had a prologue chapter, like a prologue to the prologue, and it basically was a scribe going through the book and basically saying, like, I have no idea who wrote this. There is no record of a man named Jacques Draco anywhere here. This feels like the scribbles and ramblings of a madman. Beware ye who enter. Let's just put it this way. There is a scene in the book where they have a Kaldis assassin, and she turned into a gene stealer to infiltrate a gene stealer cult, and while she was getting undressed, shape-shifting back, Jacques Draco was spying on her, like that Jojo from Part 2, and he was saying, man, I would really love to lay pipe with that. It is not for the faint of heart.
Not great. Not great.
Not great! It also makes the Custodes out to be utterly incompetent.
A lot of books do.
This is worse. Because they actually, like, get past the Custodes inside the Emperor's palace.
I don't know. Is anything worse than Outcast Dead with an unarmed, unarmored World Eater killing a Custodes barehanded?
Because that makes sense.
Outcast Dead hurts
I
me
don't know
physically.
I don't know if anything beats that.
Listen, there's Jabba the...
Yeah. Maybe... No, it's not my least favorite Horus Heresy book.
My least favorite is Furious Abyss. I hate that book so much.
67.
And Betrayer retcons it out of existence.
By a long shot. Yeah. It was so useless. It went nowhere, and it progressed nothing of the story. It was just the word bearers being incompetent.
It's just a 40k book in the Horus Heresy. I don't understand it. Is it true that the effects from Van Dyer's rule still affect the Imperium to the modern era? Yes.
Yeah, we have Sisters of Battle.
Yeah, we still have the...
That's a direct cause or effect.
We have Sisters of Battle. The rule of the church shall have no men under arms was to get rid of the Frateris militia, which was basically the military of the church. The Ordo Hereticus was made in response to all of that, so that way they could stop someone like Van Dyer from ever coming into power again. And it led straight into the Age of Redemption.
And also, I have to say that Men Under Arms is such letter versus spirit of the law bullshit, and it makes me mad.
This is the difference between rules as intended, rules as written.
Yeah, it's such bullshit. And the fact that, like, people called them out on it, but nothing happened out of it. It's like, no. You can't call us out on this. You see it right there? It says Men Under Arms. These are women. You know that's not what that means, and I fucking hate you for it.
Yeah, and they just let them do it. All right, whatever. Fine.
Remember, folks, there's a canceled Godzilla movie where they made a giant robot woman to marry Godzilla and blow him up with a bomb hidden in her. Ahem. What the fuck? You know, it's Japan. Why am I questioning this? What millennium did the Primaris Gene Seed get produced? The Primaris project didn't start until after the Horus Heresy. We don't know exactly when. We just know after the heresy. And
there's no date where he just like, oh, it's perfected, it's done. It's kind of thousands of years of development.
Yeah, it took like 10,000 years. God, I get into it in the Primaris video that I made. It'll be uploaded on Monday to Patreon, and then on next Saturday for YouTube. Do Space Marines brush their teeth?
Yes.
Yes? I don't know.
Assume so.
We
I feel
don't
like
get
this
to learn...
acid spit would clean anything out of the teeth that is stuck in there.
Probably. We don't get to learn a lot about, like, the bodily functions of a Marine along with the...
ablutions. Yeah.
We just kind of assume a lot about them. The Imperium doesn't know what time it is. Yep, especially now that Guilliman fucked with it. That was funny to learn. So for those that don't know, when Guilliman came back, he looked at how the Imperium was recording everything and went like, why are we just missing massive chunks of history? Because no one knew what the year was, sir. Okay, everybody, we're like we're rewriting the documents and everything. And it just made the situation worse. That was hilarious. How bad would it have been if Van Dyer had control over the Minotaurs? It probably wouldn't have changed that much. But, like, having a chapter of crazy-ass Space Marines on your side doesn't hurt.
Well, you just said Primarch, so...
I don't remember what all the banned words are on my Twitch. I should probably look at that.
Alright guys, I am going to head out.
Alright.
Go help some people with finishing up their Wrath and Glory character sheets.
Oh, awesome. Have fun with that.
Yeah. You guys have a good night.
You as well. What is the word that is getting blocked? I wish the Raven Guard's Primaris didn't suck. What do you mean they suck? Any headcanons on why Ultra successor chapters are so varied? The Ultramarines were the biggest legion, and 10,000 years tends to change the culture of groups. When you start recruiting from different populations around Ultramar, and you don't have that central organization to filter out all the different cultures, those cultures and their influences will change the dynamic of the chapter that they're being recruited into. Do Primarchs get booty? I don't know any who's lost their virginity, but I know a lot. Y'all need to find a new meme. That's my headcanon for the Second Legion. If you want Samurai, just play the White Scars. They got Samurai in there. Is true Space Marines get the hibbies and the GBs when they see the Barkin Toad? They know to stay far away. I'm going to bed. One day I might get models, but so shy to play. Thank you for... Wait, where'd that go? Thank you for being obtainable. You're welcome. I'm minting heavily to my in-laws for more Warhammer minis. Don't look at my undone ones. Duh!
The pile of shame.
The pile of shame grows! I got like 2 unbuilt boxes right over there. I got like the Mark III box out in my living room that I'm still building and painting. I need to get heavy weapons for those squads. Because I want las cannons. My headcanon for the Second Legion was Yarhar Pirate Marines that got exiled when they stole one too many 11th Primarchs.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's pretty good.
We all see the fan art fan fiction of Gilliman making Star Trek Captain Kirk alliances with certain Eldari. Why extra organs do Primaris get? Oh, what extra organs do they get? They get 3. One of them is entirely robotic. One of them is called the Belisarian Furnace, which its job is to when the Marine's like close to death, it essentially acts as like extra adrenaline to keep them going. Like when both their hearts stop.
Yeah.
So it acts as like a third temporary heart till the Marine can get medical attention.
If you like Halo, it's similar to what Kurt did to the Spartan 3s. So like they can take enormous amounts of damage, and it just gives them that little extra oomph to keep going. It's kind of like that. The second one just makes their muscles stronger.
Yeah.
And I forget what the third one does.
It's the sinew coils.
Yeah, that's the muscle one.
Yep. Steel within the implant is the only one with cybernetics. The Space Marine sinews, tendons, and ligaments are reinforced with Duramatic coil cables and contract with incredible force, magnifying the subject's strength beyond that of a regular Space Marine. Magnificat, Phase 3 Beta, known as the Amplifier. The small, thumbnail-sized lobe is inserted into the brain's core. The implant secretes hormones that increase the body's growth function, while also intensifying its advanced systems, especially with the Osmoduli and Biscopia. In truth, this implant is but half of the true dual-valve Immortus Gland, the God Maker, which the Emperor made for the Primarchs. So that's why Primaris Marines are taller, is because they have like half. Did it say?
It's a half.
So like a Primaris Marine comes up to about half the Primarch's height. And a new Space Marine box. I have 3 unpainted kill teams, 1 semi-painted, some Tyranids unpainted, some Space Marines unpainted, 1 half, and a new Space Marine box not even put together. Oof. Oh, so I meant which Raven Guard Primarch didn't. Corvus? Do you not like Corvus?
Corvus is awesome.
Why didn't the Emperor make Space Marines not age? That's a biological thing that you can't like necessarily get rid of. They just age incredibly slower. Could an unarmored Space Marine take an Orgrin in a 1v1? No. Orgrins are bigger and stronger than Space Marines. They're just dumber. They're dim-witted.
Incredibly dumb.
And that's not even their fault. Oh, it's okay. Now I see what's getting censored here. That's not me. That's Twitch. That's not me doing that. Urgurg, it's because you're making reference to naked stuff and body parts that shouldn't be mentioned. I can't do anything about that. That's Twitch TOS. Sorry.
Yeah, Twitch does not like that.
Twitch does not like those things. I was trying to find it and I found it.
I mean, there's the other streaming platform. I forget what it's called. That anything goes.
Yeah, they're gonna get in shit. By the way, they're gonna get so much shit.
Oh yeah.
Here. For those that don't know, for those that don't know, Kick has a tag where they're just showing movies, anime, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they're doing it on Amazon's back-end servers.
Yep. And it's not even like a DMCA thing where like the creators providing commentary or something. No, they're just playing it.
Yep, on loop.
Yeah.
So when the House of Mouse finds out, Kick's fucked. And since
I'm sure they know.
Do the lens colors on helmets have any impact on the helmet's optics or interface? Not really.
No.
If the Emperor was able to alter reality and become anything, why couldn't he heal himself? Okay, how do I explain this to everybody? So...
Warp fuckery.
Yeah, warp fuckery. But allow me to break it down for you. So when the Emperor went to go fight Horus, there were 2 fights going on. There was the battle on the physical plane and the battle in the mental one. So like him and Horus were having a psychic duel. So imagine it. Imagine it. The Emperor pulls out 3 blue eyes white dragons. He says, draw your last pathetic card before I end this, Horus. And Horus says, the Chaos Gods deck has no pathetic cards, Dad. But it does contain the powerful Exodia! Ah, it's not possible! He was compromised in that psychic duel. To really explain what happened, essentially they had a tarot card duel. The Emperor was like, I have like the special tarot card that's like, Order of all things, you can't counter it no matter what. Horus is like, actually I can, Dad. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist now. I have the Despoiler tarot card, which counters out like any other card. And it's just like, oh my god! Ah! That's, I shit you not, that's what happened. Like, I actually kid you not. It was a lot more epic, but... Oh, boss, I found a Games Workshop store like 20 minutes from me, and it was awesome there. My heaven. Oh. Oh, if only. If only. I need a new local community. My local community is fucked. I'm very sad. Gotcha, that actually makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. I was like... People are like... why can't the Emperor heal? He's all-powerful. And I'm like... Ah! He lost to his son in a game of tarot card Yu-Gi-Oh! And like, I don't know what else to tell you.
Got banished to the Shadow Realm.
Absolutely got mind crushed. Funniest shit you've ever seen. By the way, for those that don't know, those new to Warhammer 40k, this is the Emperor of Mankind. This fucking skeleton on a throne. This fucking creature. Just dead. Open rib cage. He's got his fuck robe on. Yeah. That's the Emperor. Have fun with that.
I'm better when he was a woman.
God, that is still so funny. That, like, his wife confirmed, yeah, at one point he was a woman. That made so many people mad, and I'm living for it. The Emperor wasn't a woman. Why? He's all powerful. He can take whatever form he wants. And at one point in his life, he decided to be a woman.
I mean, if you had that power, I'd use it like that. Like, I wonder what it's like to be a woman. I'm a woman now.
Do you think there's an Alpha Legionnaire disguised as one of Roboot Guilliman's guards, constantly stealing his pencils when he's not looking?
I guarantee it.
Listen.
100%.
Listen. It's canon now, motherfucker. You thought it up.
Yeah.
It's a whole Metal Gear Solid game to get into that office and steal a pencil. It's a whole Untitled Goose Game.
I want this game now. I want it. Oh my god, have all my money.
Basically the Abraham Lincoln statue. Ha! Do we know what happens when the Emperor finally dies? Yes, he will become a chaos god known as the Dark King. It is the god of wanton and mindless destruction, and when he dies, Terra goes with him as the warp portal that he is currently keeping contained will finally swallow Terra and create a new Eye of Terror, which then will link up with the Great Rift and consume half the galaxy in the warp.
Then wait another 20, 30,000 years and then things will start settling down again.
Is Erda still alive or did she die? She died. She was killed by Erebus.
Yeah. The bitch.
No, she only died after 1v4ing 4 Greater Demons of Chaos.
Erebus is a bitch.
And
I've been calling Erebus a bitch. I want to clarify that.
Yep, and she only died because Erebus stabbed her in the back with an anathema.
It's a long con for some weird plan.
And the reason why I haven't talked about her on TikTok at all is, one, she appears in one book for like a couple of chapters. 2, that is such deep fluff within 40k that newcomers don't really need to know it. That's more of a thing, and plus, like, it's spoilers for Horus Heresy.
Yeah.
What's an anathema? It's a special kind of warp blade. So it's a blade made from warp stuff. And essentially, what you do is that you whisper someone's name into the blade. It becomes an anathema to that person. So essentially it becomes that person's mortal enemy. And if it even nicks you, like gets one little cut, whether it be like razor thin, like a paper cut, or like a full-on stab, you're fucked, even if you win the fight. You're fucked. It's slowly deleting you. It is deleting your soul. It is deleting your body. There will be nothing left of you after it's done with you.
Unless you go to the Chaos Gods.
Yep, the only reason Horus survived an anathema stab wound was because he made a deal with Chaos to start the Horus Heresy. Do we know what Chaos has planned after the Emperor dies? No humans equals warp fades. No, the Chaos Gods got what they wanted.
Yeah.
The plan is that the Emperor either kicks the bucket and he becomes the 5th Chaos God of Destruction, or the universe keeps going as it is and the Chaos Gods get to keep playing their great game.
Yeah. Either way, they win.
Do you think Rogaldorn killed the real Alpharius? He killed Omegon.
Yep.
Before the War in Heaven, was the warp an actual peaceful and not demonic? Yeah! it was
Yeah.
relatively calm.
The Realm of Souls.
It was like
Sea of Souls.
it's
Yeah,
the war
season.
in heaven that made it what it is today. Well, you know, in modern 40k.
Yep. All that death and destruction.
Terrible. Don't you love it? It's just so awful and horrendous and horrific.
Yeah, it was calm. It was peaceful. And then, yeah, the Necrons had to go fuck that up. Thanks, Necrons. So you could really say all the problems from 40k are started because of the Necrons.
Technically the old ones.
Yeah.
Actually, no, even further, technically the Catan. Because the Catan are the reason why the Necron's son was fucked up. And it's the reason why the Necron's son gave them cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite weapon in 40k? Chainsword. I love it. I love how stupid it is. The Dark King wouldn't be a god of destruction. He would create a new paradigm. He will never be canon. Yeah, that's the thing. Is that, like, it's there if we need a universal reset button like AOS.
Yep. Which we're never gonna get as long as 40k keeps making money.
Yep. Do the Necrons consider Tyranids a threat? Yes. The Silent
they
King.
consider
The Silent King.
massive threat.
The Silent King has dubbed the Tyranids the greatest threat to the Necron Empire. It's because he wants to return the Necrons back to flesh and blood. That's what the Silent King wants to do, and guess what Tyranids eat? Flesh and blood. So in order to get rid, so they are the ultimate threat to the Necrons. Well, to the Silent King's goals. What's a weird bit of 40k lore? PETA was canon at one point. And then they got eaten.
Good.
But my-
Ragnar Blackbane's not a virgin.
Right, he's like the only Space Marine that we know in confirmed canon that's not a virgin. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But my robot.
The night before he became a Space Marine, he got some.
He got some Rhaegar laying the pipe. But my robot Zarmi army can do no wrong. Oh, everyone in 40k does something wrong. What's your favorite food in 40k? Lasagna?
Amasek.
Nah, but what's the weirdest bit of lore? Jacques Draco.
Yeah.
Does the Silent King regret what happened to his people? Oh, yeah! Guy is a fucking... You think Korax is depressed? Try 10 million years of living with guilt!
Yeah. Imagine so much guilt, you fuck off from the galaxy. You just leave.
If I have a leader with a unit of 5, and the leader has a 5-up immortal save, does the unit get it too? No.
Nope.
So you can
Just
choose
that
to
model.
put the save onto the character with the 5-up invulnerable, but any damage that you fail goes onto the guy with the 5-up invulnerable save. The unit does not get the invulnerable save unless specified otherwise. Jurgen can't taste coffee. Right, he can't taste it. That sucks. I keep saying this thing about Robo Gilliman having an Eldari girlfriend or something. Yvrain helped bring him back to life, and people are just like, oh my god, shipping fuel!
Yeah.
It's a tired meme.
He tolerates Yvrain, and apparently that's enough to make them dating.
SG Wonder written chapter book for Warhammer 40k. And it's terrible and non-canon. But stuff from it has been made canon, like the Illuminati.
Oh god, the Illuminati.
I want to die.
I forgot about the Illuminati.
While Kane is hilarious, does his luck overshadow how competent he actually is? No, here's the thing. Kane is incredibly competent. He just sells himself short. Like, the guy never gives himself enough credit.
I just remembered my favorite piece of obscure lore. The Inquisition Ordo that researches time travel and then all went missing.
The Ordo Chrono.
Yeah.
And they have a rival who's an Inquisitor Order that goes around making sure that anything that was uncensored is recensored.
Yeah.
Yay, the merry-go-round of doom! Tell us about John Grammaticus and why he sucks so bad. He doesn't suck. He's just a regular guy. He's a guy that was basically made immortal, and he got the unfortunate job of working for the Cabal, which then he quit with the help of Eldrad, Ulthran, and Vulcan. I wonder when the Primarchs will actually be worth their points again in the tabletop.
They are. It just depends how you use them.
Thousand Suns are topping, like, tournaments with Magnus.
Yeah.
What? Magnus has, like... Magnus is insane! Start shooting more! Like, Angron is, like... Angron and Guilliman are the worst Primarchs out of the like, the 5 that are back. But, like, they're still scary in their own right. But yeah, like... Here, I'm gonna grab my boy. How dare you say that Magnus isn't worth his points? I slaughter people with Magnus. There's no way to properly handle him. And no, he gets all of the... He gets, like, Weaver of Fates, reroll saving throws. Temporal Surge, move again. Echoes of the Warp, make a stratagem free. Reroll wound rolls with all your fucking psychic powers. Doombolt, kill something with extra D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. Twist of Fate, improve armor penetration by 2. Where are you, Magnus? I'm gonna fuckle somebody's brain. I'm gonna fuckle someone's brain. Magnus the Red. Add 1 to hit and wound rolls for all psychic attacks. All of his attacks are psychic! Reduce damage by 1. Like, choose one for a turn. Reduce damage by 1. Make a unit haphazardous. Or, add 2 to move. Then you got, like, Gaze of Magnus. His anti-fuck-you-everything ranged attack. Zinja's Firestorm. Fuck your infantry blob psychic attack. Then you got his melee. His melee's incredible. He's murdering titans on 2s.
7 attacks, 3 damage each.
And remember, I could spend 0 points on a stratagem. And I'm re-rolling everything.
Magnus, as I've said before, 1,000 Suns as a Custodes player is the bane of my goddamn existence.
He is. Don't talk shit about my nipple horn man ever again.
Yeah, he... Magnus wrecks... He wrecks house.
I was thinking about Mortarion and Guilliman not being the best, so I apologize. No, Mortarion's still incredibly good. He's incredibly fucking tanky.
Yeah.
It's just that, like... He's not bad. He's good for a Death Guard army. Death Guard want to be taking him. The problem becomes just... There's a lot of stuff in 40k that can kill him, and the difference between him and Magnus is that Magnus gets rerolls, and he doesn't. That's literally their only difference. I'm excited to get to play my first game Saturday, hopefully. I get to test me newly painted Necrons. Have fun with that. Does Vulcan live Stomp Stomp? You can't play him in modern 40k, but you can play him in Horus Heresy. And he's a fucking
Vulcan
tank.
lives.
Are the White Scars, are they underrated because they don't brag about their accomplishments? Yes. If you don't bother to learn about them, they don't bother to learn about you.
And they also just don't have very much lore on them.
The best Death Guard's armies lately are leaving him behind for 3. What do you mean by brigands? Are you talking about, like, Light Lord or Death Shroud Terminators? Let's relook at what Mortarion is. He's the toughest of all the Primarchs. He gets Rotwind, which is good for killing elite infantry. Good for killing infantry. The Lantern, which is just a extra 3 damage to whatever the hell you want. At the start of the battle round, select one of the abilities. Yep. He gives all Death Guard cover within 6 of him, or reroll wound rolls of 1, or add 3 to Contagion. Is it true that Tiberius is very sneaky despite being huge? It's not the fact that he's sneaky, he's just really quiet. Like, he's a quiet as a person. Oh, 3 baby knights. You mean Armigers.
Oh.
You mean Armigers. So people are bringing Armigers. Brigands are the shooty ones. Ah, okay. You can take 500 points with Chaos Knights. Well, yeah. You either bring 3 Armigers or you bring Morty. And... yeah, 3 fucking autocannons. That's gonna do something. Like, where are you, Chaos Knights? Where are you? War Dog Stalker, War Dog Executioner. You're talking about an Executioner.
Yes.
Yeah, no, autocannons are fucking great. Strength 9, AP 1, damage 3. Hell yeah, I'm wounding most things. All the tough things I need to wound on 5s. And, like, if they can't save it, 3 damage? Hell yeah! And these things got 2 of those? 8 shots? Let's fucking go. War Dog Brigand. There's... oh, the Machine Gun Melta one. Damon Breath Spear, 2 shots, strength 12, AP 4, damage D6. And then the Avenger Chain Gun, strength 6, AP 1, damage 1. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, and then each time small makes a ranged attack that targets the closest eligible enemy unit. Improve armor pen. AP's good. But there is advantages to bringing Mortarion. It's just that with 3 War Dogs, you're getting 3 Walker units that are fairly fast, fairly tough, and can help with board control, which is what Death Guard struggles with. Mortarion's a huge centerpiece model that's really tanky. So essentially, you're either choosing Mortarion for tankiness, but 1 model, or you're choosing 3 War Dogs that have better board coverage but aren't as tough. Unless they worship the Eldar, which in that case, fuck you, kid.
This Games Workshop exists at 40k.
The Black Library does!
Yep. And that's why no one is ever gonna find it.
Well, no, plenty of people have had it, including the Illuminati. The Illuminati are allowed in!
They don't exist. What Illuminati? There's no Illuminati here.
That's right, everybody. That's right, everybody. What's that show called again from Netflix that got canceled but was really good?
Oh, I know exactly which. Inside Job.
Inside Job. Yeah, Inside Job is canon to 40k. Let's go.
I loved Inside Job. I was so sad when it got canceled.
What is the story about Vulcan and the Eldari child? So, the Salamanders find a planet where the people are worshipping the Eldar because the Eldar saved their fucking lives. So they worship and, like, pay tribute to them. Vulcan and the Salamanders kill all of the Eldar, including their children, burning them alive. And then the human population said, "What the fuck? They weren't doing anything to you." And then the Salamanders proceeded to kill all of them.
Yeah.
That's the story. Vulcan burns a child because fuck you, alien. So would it be worth to have Mortarion for some fights and War Dog?
Kill it!
Oh man, I can't kill this innocent child. It's got a knife! Such a stupid fucking meme, but so fucking funny at the same time.
Funny.
God damn it, I'm going to hell.
It's such a good meme.
It is, though. It's such a good meme. I also love the one where it's the Night Lord and the Salamander. The Salamander, I help blind children. The Night Lord, I help blind children.
Yeah, it's important where that comma goes.
Oh, you're streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. Hi.
Hi, it's
Sick.
Friday.
Hi, Phoenix.
I said I was going to stream yesterday, but then, like, because it was Halloween.
Oh, right.
But then it snowed.
Fair enough.
What's the story behind that one commissar and his commander's son trying to get into his pants? I don't remember that one. It might have been Caiaphas Cain. I just don't remember. But anyway, this is the end of the stream, but update for everybody. In November, I will be doing a collaboration stream with a VTuber. I'm trying to remember her full name. I call her Spee. Is that right? Bluey Sky. Bluey's ruined me. Lost in Spirals. So, we'll be doing a collab stream with them come November. We're still trying to work out a date because they live in the UK, I live in Canada. You know, time zones, they do be a bitch like that. But yeah, we'll be playing Mario Party Jamboree together. Either it'll be just me and her, or me, her, and her friends. So, stay tuned for that. As well, on Patreon, probably either tomorrow or tonight, I'll be uploading the new video. And then that'll come out either on Monday for Patreon, or Saturday for YouTube. And it'll be about the Primaris Marines, because I did a whole fucking research project on that. Victoria will be proud of me. But at the end of the day, thank you all so much for coming. TikTok, please, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to YouTube. 10,000 subscribers gets you a Malal video, as well as a good milestone for me. I want to make it to 10,000 by the end of the year. So yeah, until next time, my friends, I will see you all tomorrow when we play either Darktide or Space Marine 2. Good night, everybody.